Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I love this.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid? You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Show.
Out of the cage, on location at the Canadian Icehouse in Ice District in beautiful downtown Edmonton. Day one of the Canadian Finals Rodeo, and this is the site of the Canadian Finals Rodeo Great Chili Kickoff. Now, is our own Dustin Nielsen not a judge in this?
Great Chili Cook-Off.
What did I say?
Kickoff.
Well, because I'm always thinking about football. You're quiet. I got to turn you up. There, that's better.
Is that better?
Yeah. But make sure you can put the Nasty Chat on YouTube, how our volume's coming through. I think I had my headphones turned down.
How do we sound?
Yeah. Well, I often have trouble hearing because I listened to so much loud music as a child.
Damaged the eardrums.
Damaged eardrums. Listen to Leopard over and over again. Leopard's getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
They don't already have one?
No.
What a shame.
It was a shame. Well, it's being corrected. What did I call it? The Great Chili Kickoff?
Kickoff. Well, it is a kickoff to the CFR.
It's the cook-off.
It's a cook-off.
Yes.
But
Great
it's the
Chili cook-off.
It's the cook-off at the kickoff
to the CFR.
To the CFR.
Right. So but we don't really know. We don't have all the details, but there's going to be chili here. There's going to be judging.
Chili will be had.
Dustin's a judge.
Oh, look at this. Do you mind if I...
Is that the trophy?
Oh.
So if you're on YouTube, Pat here at the Ice House has brought us the trophy.
Look at that.
It's bigger than the World Cup trophy. That's almost as big as the old Grey Cup.
That's
probably bigger
big as
than
your
the
head.
Well, I'm a small guy.
What would you fill it with? Chili?
Yeah, do you put chili? Do you eat chili out of
Chili and champagne.
Oh, that'd be
that's beautiful.
Quite a combination.
Pat.
So,
right. There we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what they're playing for. Now, do we know anybody entered in this? I just feel I just kind of showed up. And I'm just rolling with it.
Yeah, you kind of did. So did I.
Well, you did all the setup. I brought you some Gorilla Tape. That's all I did today.
Read the Gorilla Tape. It played. It played very well. We don't want any tripping hazards around, so it's
you
good.
Used it already?
I did. I taped down this
some
here.
Stuff down?
Yeah, I had to. We got to be safe around here. It says that in the handbook. I'm sure you read the new employee handbook.
Yes. Don't trip.
Don't trip.
That was one section.
Don't cause injury.
So we're here. The Oilers are on the road tonight. They're taking on the Seattle Kraken. Second last preseason game for the Oilers. The final one is Friday in Vancouver. That's great. But the big story for the Oilers today is that they have traded for goaltender Connor Ingram, who had a pretty good year a couple of years ago in the NHL, playing for the Arizona Coyotes. We're now the Utah Mammoth, who in between were the Utah Hockey Club. In 23-24, at the age of 26, Ingram went 23-21-3 with 6 shutouts and a .907 save percentage and a 2.91 goals against average. So pretty good numbers. He's been through a lot.
Yeah.
His mother passed away from cancer less than a year ago. He has twice gone into the NHL's Players Assistant Program. He has had struggles with alcoholism. If you Google him, you'll find a very thorough article from January of 2024. So this would have been before his mother passed, but about having OCD and being very, germophobic would be kind of the layman's way to put it, but just some of the things he had to deal with. So, first of all, you hope that as a human being, he's doing okay. And then who knows, as a goaltender, the Oilers really, they gave up future considerations. So we'll see if that is ever even announced as anything. Utah is going to retain a good chunk of the salary, and Ingram will go to the Bakersfield Condors. We'll have some clips later on from GM Stan Bowman and head coach Chris Knobloch, but this is this is not a guy they're putting on the NHL roster immediately and saying, okay, you're replacing Pickett or Skinner, or they're not going to carry 3 goalies. or anything like that. See how he does in the minors. I think they're going to see how Skinner and Pickard do on the NHL team, and away you go. I guess kind of a little bit of insurance or another option if things don't go well for Skinner and Pickard right out of the gate. And obviously, I guess Skinner is the one with more question marks, given how his season last season was up and down. So one of the things we'll touch on throughout the course of the afternoon. Jed Roberts is going to join us, Double E alum. He's on the show regularly. I believe this is the first time we're going to have Jed on since the rule changes.
Yes.
So we'll touch on that as well. The Elks, of course, we must indeed. The Elks are off this week, but still some big games coming. I mean, really, that Calgary BC game is a huge game. I actually think it's better now if BC wins. Because the Elks cannot get the tiebreaker on BC.
That's right.
So they're not they're really they're really 3 wins behind BC, not just 2.
That's right. And Calgary seems to be going the opposite
Calgary
way.
might be in play. I remember when somebody wrote that in before the Labor Day game, and I was like, okay, hold the phone, guys. Like,
what a time to be alive.
Because at the point, I think it was 8 wins to 4. Yeah, now it's 8 wins to 6. So anyway, Jed will be on the show, and we will have a saddle bronc rider, Cole Ashbacher. He's going to join us here in the Icehouse as he's going to be competing in the Canadian Finals Rodeo. I believe for the 6th time, maybe the 7th time. It might be the 7th time. And he's from Arrowwood, Alberta.
Yeah.
And today we learned that Arrowwood, Alberta is southeast of Calgary. Not by too much.
Not very far.
Yeah, but a lot of great rodeo competitors from around Alberta, and Southern Alberta certainly no exception there. So that's a quick outline of the show. We'll probably wrangle Dusty on the show. We'll see if we can get Struds on as well. It's always great to talk to him.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
And we'll just kind of see what we're doing. This is going to be a fun show. We're going to roll with it. Baseball playoffs are – that is a replay. Okay, that is the current game.
Yeah, that's the one there.
That Yankees-Red Sox game is yesterday because this hasn't started yet. This is San Diego leading Chicago 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th, and San Diego must win to stay alive. Eric Sabrowski, Edmontonian.
Former guest on the Reid Wilkins Show.
Yeah, in-studio guest. He pitched a scoreless inning today as the Guardians won against the Tigers.
So it looks like, things are going the same here. San Diego's going to get this to 1-1. New York last night. Did you see that 9th inning?
No, I watched parts of that game, and the last I saw it was the Red Sox up 2-1, and then the Yankees, I mean, mathematically, should have they not won in the 9th?
Well, this is the first time in MLB history that a team that was trailing did not score a run in that position. That they loaded the bases in the 9th inning, in the bottom of the 9th.
Right.
With no outs.
Nobody out.
And then they went 3-3, strike.
Right. They were down 2, not 1, right? Because it was 2-1, and then the Red Sox got an insurance run, I think, in the top of the 9th. Yeah, to not score, I don't know what the odds would be. It's probably 3% or something.
Well, it's never happened.
To not score, but just in general, in any game, any inning.
True.
To not score with the bases loaded and no one out. I mean, you could hit a weak grounder to second, right? And that should play to run. It'd be a double play. But and I did see the last couple of innings of – so it's 10-2 for the Dodgers. And then at one point in the inning, the Reds had the tying run on deck because it was 10-5, bases loaded.
Yeah.
I think with 1 out, and the tying run was technically on deck. So they still had some work to do, but it went from a laugher to like, the Dodgers got some work to do here.
Well, and I think that, I think that series is going to produce some runs. Hence, Jay's play of the day, which will be coming up at 3:40, is going to focus on that late game tonight.
Yeah, and I watched. I watched the first few innings of the Red Sox and the Yankees, and then saw a little bit more late in the game. And as I was saying, watched some of the Reds and the Dodgers. And again, I know we've had it for a couple of years now, but man, oh man, I love that pitch clock.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it just changes everything. Like, and you wonder how the pitcher has to pitch with more tempo, but the batters can't have a 40-second routine. Remember Garcia Parra? Right. He always adjusting his gloves, and he was because I guess he had to feel like all his fingers and toes were at the end of his gloves.
Yeah, it was his routine
and his boots. But like that seemed like it took 20 seconds. It probably didn't take quite that long, but now the batters can't really be stepping in and out either. They got to be ready to go.
You know what I like is this new, well, it's not new, but it seems like the technology every game or every playoffs gets better, is the strike zone, where they have a 3-dimensional strike zone, which shows just how much it clipped it.
Right.
And it's just interesting because there was actually in that Yankees-Boston game last night, there was quite a few strikes that were called balls, according to that strike zone.
If my mic is a little low, I'm going to try to adjust. We got everything turned up here.
I think we got it. I think Benny and I were
focusing. Is it fixed?
Oh, yeah, we're good now. We fixed it all.
Well, you were working while I was
I'm pretending to know how to work this board.
Yeah, well, I'm sure people were horrified that they couldn't hear me. Probably a dream come true for many of the listeners.
That would be a problem. Yeah. I think I got it, though. I think I did it. I think I
fixed it on the fly, which is good. It's fun being on location. Of course, you can get in touch by posting in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. We always appreciate that. Give us a thumbs up if you're there as well. I don't know, Benny, do you have the click song ready? If not,
I should be able to. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, well, give us a thumbs up. We'll try to get to over 100 every show. Give us a thumb up for being at the CFR Great Chili Cook-Off. Not the kickoff.
Please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb.
You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and you can text the afternoon inbox 780-218-9999. That is presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the Tap 25 restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. Jay and I are sitting much closer together. I like using headsets.
You do? I don't.
Matawanek hates them. Well, like actually, anything I say, Matawanek tends to hate.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's just the kind of guy he is. I see there's lots of chili folk rolling in here.
Or the chili people coming in?
The chili people are here. There's vats of chili. I'm sure this place will smell.
Yeah, when's Dustin coming?
I don't know. I'm emailing him right now.
Okay, we got to do this here quickly. We don't have the typewriter here today because we're on location. So we'll just have to do it without the typewriter. You know what I'm doing, of course.
Of course.
It is time for afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today.
This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. The Bronx Bombers will be grounded if they can't win today. They need a little more Joltin' Joe and a little less Peppermint Patty against the Beantowners today at the house that Ruth built. Hit one for the kids, babe. The Oilers have a new netminder, but first we'll see if Connor Ingram can soar with the Condors. The Oilers traded my old buddy future considerations to Utah. Hockey in Utah? What's next? Books you can read on a computer? Hey, that's some big money for Kirill Kaprizov and Milne. Have a wild time, comrade. I'm Chet Palmer.
Oh, I could break that whole thing down. That was brilliant, Chet. Really,
he didn't talk about having a cup of Joe today or his brother's gambling debts. Well, it'll work. I'm sure those will come up again.
It's a story we're going to have to dig into more.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about your reads.
My live reads. So I'm trying something different because Matthew Wanek was unhappy about the amount of paper and toner I was using to print up my daily notes.
Specifically cyan.
Yeah, well, I could get around that. I don't know why I had the cyan. So now we do the same live reads every day.
Yeah,
so if they get updated, then you can reprint one sheet. So now I have these page protectors and a dry erase pen. So hopefully at the end of the day, I can wipe off all the check marks for the sponsors that I've read. Yeah, if not, this is all a waste. Thanks, Matthew.
I think it's going to work out. You could try erase that right now. Oh,
yeah,
look at that.
It'll work okay.
Yeah.
Might have to put these in the washing machine every once in a while.
Well, I'm sure Chet Palmer has a way to clean them.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so that was your afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. We'll dive into the Oil Understood. Benny, back at the studio, you should have some Stan Bowman clips emailed to you, but we'll do those in the Oil Understood coming up in 5 or 6 minutes. So it's October. So I have had a couple people already text me that they are horny for Halloween. Are you horny for Halloween? I am not. It's a month away.
That's an
Like
interesting way to put
settle
it.
down.
I don't know if I'd use that word anyways. But am I excited about Halloween? I haven't thought about it once.
Yeah, nor have I.
I don't.
I thought about it a little bit.
You know, usually about the second week of October, I'll go and I'll purchase the pumpkins so that we have them for our pumpkin carving.
Okay.
That we do with our, my wife and kids, and our neighbors come over, and we usually do a big pumpkin carving, and those just sit out at the end of the driveway where the girls catch the bus.
Okay.
But they like to see them, so we usually do that second week in October, and then I can say, okay, maybe we should put up the scarecrow at the end of the driveway.
Yeah, but I don't.
Goblin that we hang from the tree at the end of the, we decorate.
A decorative goblin that you hang from the tree.
Oh, of course, Reid.
Not the neighborhood goblin.
No, not the real goblin.
Not Harry Osborn.
No,
or Norman Osborn for that matter.
So that's when it starts to feel a little bit more Halloween.
Yeah, but I see all this like, oh, it's scary season. And where did this come from that this season is SZN? Enough.
Oh, stop it.
It's a scary season. No, it's October.
Season.
It's a month that has Halloween at the end. But having said that,
killing words, Reid.
Jay and I decided to, they really are.
Yeah.
It's scary season. Like, should I start spelling my name like WLKNZ? Yeah. That's maybe WLKNZ. That'll be my new last name.
Yeah.
Hashtag
Wilkins
season.
Wilkins season.
The off-topic topic, though, Jay and I will roll with it just for fun, and maybe you can have some fun with this as well. The off-topic topic is presented by Willie. Oh, see, this isn't going to work. This dry erase pen's out of ink.
Did you just buy it?
No, it's been sitting on my desk unused for several years. Maybe that's why. Someone bring me a dry erase pen.
In your water.
Well, I got to drink that.
It's not going to cause you any harm. It's just a little ink.
Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout at 780-454-4536. So the off-topic topic, and we, of course, want your participation in this. What duo should Jay and I dress as for Halloween? What duo should Jay and I dress as for Halloween? 780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, or post in the nasty chat.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, Beavis and Butthead comes to mind. But the SNL sketch with Ryan Gosling did the look so well.
Right.
I don't know if we could top that. I don't know. I have some ideas. I actually have a lot of ideas for this one, but I want to see what the nasties come up with. See, Triple Crown says Batman and Robin. That's one I would have said.
That'd be good. Who's Batman?
Well, obviously you'd be Batman.
Why?
The taller guy has to be Batman.
I know, but it's the Reid Wilkins Show. I think that would be even more impressive if you were Batman and I was Robin.
Tiny Batman.
Yeah, but we wore so I still wore, even though the Robin was sized for your body, I still wore it on mine, and you wore my size Batman costume on you.
Do you see who's doing Take Me Out to the Ball Game?
Is that Eddie Vedder?
And Chris Chelios.
Oh, wow.
That's quite a combination.
Never would have had that on my bingo card.
Who would have guessed that as a combo? We could have given people 4,000 guesses. Is Eddie Vedder from Chicago? He's not from Chicago.
Must be.
Where's Pearl Jam from?
I thought they were from
Weren't they from
Seattle?
Seattle? Yeah, they're one of the Seattle
the grunge.
The grungers. That's what the Kraken should have called themselves.
The grungers.
The grungers.
I like that.
And their logo could have been like a guitar covered in algae rising out of Puget Sound.
A frozen lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh, wow, a lot are coming in.
This one's probably the one that I've seen already a couple times. Statler and Waldorf.
The two guys in the balcony at the Muppets. Yeah.
That was awful.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, a bunch of little quips.
Do we is that what we do? Is we bitch and moan about things too much?
Well, I think I do. I think now you're guilty by association.
That's okay. We're a crew. We're a dynamic duo. What about this one? Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, because I could pull off Ernie, no problem.
Yeah.
I've kind of got the mischievous Ernie thing going.
Well, we both have hairlines for them.
Yes, true.
I was thinking Starsky and Hutch.
Now, was Michael Dorn not in Starsky and Hutch, one of the actors?
I'm thinking like.
Do you know why I brought him up?
Stiller, no.
The TV show.
The TV show.
Do you know who Michael Dorn then played later in his career?
Oh, no. Who?
Worf.
Oh!
I think he was either Starsky or Hutch.
Well, this would be a perfect thing then.
Yeah.
You could be Worf.
I could be Worf. Yeah, that's the thing. We could find out who the actors were for Starsky and Hutch and go as other characters they played in their careers. And then when people are like, who are you guys? It's like, well, we're Starsky and Hutch. We're the actors who played Starsky and Hutch in different points of their career. That would be clever. That'd be super meta.
That would be clever like this show. John Candy and Steve Martin in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
We might still have problems with my mic. I don't know.
Who's saying that?
Dustin Nielsen.
Your mic is peeping. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I had to turn it up, so I'm going to turn it down a bit.
All right.
We're as high here. Well, we're not as high here. Dusty, let us know if that's better.
Well, Dusty's going to see us in person right away. Okay, we better break. We're off and running here at the CFR Chili Cook-Off. We're in the Canadian Icehouse downtown. Come say hi if you're popping by. And we'll dive into the oil understood for GCL Diesel when we get back.
The Edmonton Oilers have added to their goalie depth, acquiring Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah will retain $800K on his contract, dropping his cap hit to just over $1.1 million. Ingram will report to Bakersfield after stepping away from the NHL for a stretch while in the player assistance program. The Oilers are back in preseason action tonight as they visit the Seattle Kraken. Edmonton has recalled James Hamblin, Vilhelmi Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg to help fill out their lineup. Puck drop goes at 8 o'clock. Around the league, the New Jersey Devils have signed defenseman Luke Hughes to a 7-year deal worth $9 million annually. The 20-year-old is coming off a 44-point season across 71 games in his second full NHL campaign. And on the waiver wire, Edmonton product Tyson Jost has been picked up by Nashville Predators after being waived by the Carolina Hurricanes. And to baseball, the MLB postseason continues. The Tigers and Guardians wrapped up earlier with Cleveland winning 6-1 to push their series to a Game 3 tomorrow. The Padres and Cubs are also in action as we speak. That game is in the bottom of the 7th with the Padres winning 3-0. Later today, the Red Sox and Yankees square off in Game 2, Boston holding a 1-0 series edge. First pitch is at 4:08 with the winner of the series set to face the AL East champion Blue Jays. The sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring, proudly serving Edmonton and area for over 30 years. Their West End showroom is open 7 days a week. You can also shop online at ParamountFlooring.ca. More of Reid and Jay on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
Two guys and a goalie.
The thought I had this morning is, what if he is making this, we'll call it a political decision to have eyes on him, not falling on a sword, but carrying a shield, as it were. Because if everyone's asking questions about him, guess what they're not asking about? Guess who hasn't been swamped with stuff heading into the season? Stuart Skinner, Darnell Nurse, Evan Bouchard.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Win big this NFL season at the Canadian Brewhouse presented by Bud Light. You could win a trip to Super Bowl 60, plus prizes like smokers, Bud Light coolers, and a trip to an NFL home opener next season. Enjoy $1 off Bud Light and Budweiser tankers. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Fall football in your living room just became the fan zone. Before you move in the giant screen, make space to cheer on your favorite team with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
All right, hope you're having a great Wednesday afternoon.
That's Starsky and Hutch music right there.
Okay, so I screwed up. I've made a terrible error.
Wow.
Thanks to Castor 1990 for correcting me. Michael Dorn was in CHIPS. Which I think stood for California Highway Patrols.
Highway Interstate
Was
Patrol
that what
Service.
Here, let's see. California Highway Patrol, CHP, yeah.
Oh, CHIPS.
Yeah, CHIPS.
It's like season.
Yes, sort of.
CHIPS.
Well, they put in the letters. So I apologize to Michael Dorn and his family and legions of fans.
You know what I'm working on right now?
A Star Trek script?
You won't believe it.
I wouldn't believe that.
The listeners won't believe it. Well, I saw this earlier, and I figured, hey, why the heck not? At playalberta.ca, there is lines on the rodeo, on the CFR.
Right.
So why not go for the Cole Ashbacher boost and see what we can do? So I'm in talks, just so everybody knows. This might be a day of massive significance for Jay's play of the day.
Okay.
There might be two.
There might be one coming up.
There might be a bonus play of the day.
And a bonus play of the day.
And then you can say, depending on how he does sitting in with us,
right?
If you want to say that Cole Ashbacher is going to be top 3, which, by the way, right now was set at, they got back to me.
What'd they say?
We're doing it.
Okay.
We're doing
it.
We'll just leave it at that.
Is this to win the whole CFR?
No, just top 3 in Saddle Bronc.
Oh, top 3 in Saddle Bronc. Okay.
Good number. It's a good number,
really
folks.
Good number. That's good.
Hey, why not? Why not? If you've got partners like Play Alberta, hey, Borley, how are you?
Well,
brother?
you know a lot of people.
Yeah, that's Jay.
Hey, how are you?
Borley from Hudson's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hudson's.
Wait, one of your former employees was here earlier.
Hudson's Bourbon Street. Yeah, Tommy Waldner.
A lot of interesting ideas. A lot of interesting ideas.
Reid couldn't wait to just have Tommy move on.
Oh, I was much. If people think I'm mouthy on air sometimes, you should have heard me with this gentleman. So, off-topic for William Huff. What duo should Jay and I dress as for Halloween? C-Run says SpongeBob and Patrick. No idea what that is a reference to.
SpongeBob and Patrick. Isn't that SpongeBob and his buddy that live under the sea? I have no idea.
Sure.
You guys don't know SpongeBob?
I've never seen an episode.
I'm a 51-year-old man with no children, Ben.
This is crazy.
Actually, even if I had children, I don't know if I would.
But you would know that it's a show.
No, I'm being slightly.
That's not what he's saying. He just doesn't know that we wouldn't know any of the stories. I don't know any of the characters, so I'm assuming Patrick is his buddy,
the star. Patrick the Star.
Patrick is the
is
star of the show.
No, he's a starfish.
Oh, he's actually a star.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yoda and Captain Picard.
I like that one. Crossing the two universes.
I like this one from Supersized Indiana Jones. Dolly and Kenny, and you just sing Island in the Stream all show.
I think this one is my favorite, though, for Mex. What if they dress as Superman and a dog in a cape?
Who ever thought of a dog in a
we
cape?
We just play that as we walk around.
We just have it in a ghetto blaster on our shoulder.
Penner's Pancakes says Hulk Hogan and Macho Man.
Ooh, yeah.
Vincenzo says Freddie and Jason. Oh, Barbie and Ken was another suggestion. Well, we got some good ones.
I can do a good Barbie.
Pearl Jam is from Seattle. Confirmed, according to the Nasty Chat. Oh, we could go as a bat and a ball. That would be a good one. Someone else put that in. Casino Dealer Jay. Fred and Barney.
Oh, this is a good one.
No, that was that was Penner.
Oh,
Casino Dealer Jay, Wayne and Garth.
Michael and Dwight from The Office. That would be fun. I'd go as Prison Mike, though. Do you remember Prison
Michael
Mike?
and Dwight. Okay, so not. Well, we could go as Jim and Pam.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah.
There's no.
We could oddly have all this flirty tension throughout the show.
Right. I just saw Tommy Tucker going to enter back into the bar.
Oh, what's he doing?
I'm sure he's going to.
No, we're not drinking. We got to wave off the bartender so they don't get us drinks.
I think he's getting a drink.
Well, I think he was trying to buy us drinks. He's a very excitable individual.
I don't know that I've ever had Tommy buy me anything.
Tell everybody who this.
Okay, Tom Waldner worked for our family business for, gosh, it must have been 15 years, and he is a character. If there's an event like this going on, where there's chili and it's a vibrant event, Tommy Tucker will be there. He made me laugh all the time. We used to do deliveries together. He was the driver. I was his assistant. And, it's good to see him. Very good to see him. He lives downtown, but this is his jam.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Not
this.
a fan of mine, I found out. Not a fan of mine.
Oh, he likes you. He just hates everything else about the Oilers. I think he thinks that everything the Oilers do is wrong.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
you seem to not like the fact that I have spent a good chunk of my career covering the team.
Yes.
You seem to not like that.
It seemed like he was disturbed by
Thinks
that.
that perhaps I'm wasting my life.
Well, TBD, bro.
All right. 780-218-9999 is how you text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. And you can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Again, if you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. We're already halfway to 100, and the show's only half an hour old. So let's keep going. Everybody hit the thumbs up. If you've already hit the thumbs up, hit the share button and send the link to the show off to somebody else and say, hey, these guys are having fun. They're talking Oilers. They're talking Elks. They're talking great other stories going on in Edmonton, like the Canadian Finals Rodeo. We're on location in the Icehouse. A lot closer for me to come on location today than you. I'm sorry, buddy.
Believe it or not, this is closer for me
It
to come
actually
to
is,
work, too.
It was closer for you to come than going to the West End,
More
I guess.
expensive to park.
Where did you wind up parking?
Right across the way there at Parkade.
Okay.
It's $23.
Hopefully you'll be reimbursed by the company.
Well, I think we will, but that's expensive.
Well, my part, I have already provided parking. I'm on the north side of the
a little bit of a jaunt for you to get over here. Not really, I guess, hey?
No. Well, getting in and out of Oliver's. So it took me, I stopped at the Staples in Brewery District to buy the Gorilla Tape.
Yeah.
So the Staples is about 3 blocks from my house. But I thought, well, I'll drive on the way there. But then to get out of Oliver, I have to go all the way to 124th, up, and then back into Brewery District.
Oh, no.
And coming and leaving the neighborhood, there was a flatbed truck, but the flatbed was almost the length of a semi.
Oh.
And he was trying to turn from 103rd Ave right onto 124th northbound, and there were no breaks in traffic. So I waited there for almost 5 minutes. Anyway.
Should have walked, eh?
I should have walked and just come back home and then driven from there. All right, let's dive into the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel. Providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. All right, so the Oilers have traded for goaltender Connor Ingram, giving up future considerations in the deal. He will report to the Bakersfield Condors. Salary retention as part of this. So Utah is going to retain $800,000 of Ingram's 1.95 average annual value. 28 years old, 6'1", about 218. Again, really good year a couple years ago with 6 shutouts. Here is Oilers general manager Stan Bowman on the plan for Ingram.
Plan for him is to go to Bakersfield. He's not been in training camp right now, so we need to get him going, get him, up to speed. And so I just spoke to him a few minutes ago, and he's excited for a new opportunity, for a fresh start. And so the plan is for him to go to Bakersfield. The way we look at it is this is a great depth option for us. And I think whether it's injuries or whether it's, the play of our team, it's nice to know that we have someone in our organization that's have some recent success in the NHL. We have Matt Tompkins as well. So I think goalie's that one position where when you need it, it's really difficult sometimes to find it because if a guy gets hurt, you're sort of at the whim of who's available, and oftentimes there's nobody available. So we want to get him back going, and when he's at his best, that's how I like to measure players, is when he's playing well and he's on top of his game, we know he can be a really good goaltender. So we got to help him get back to that point. I know he's excited for a fresh start. So he's going to be in Bakersfield, and then we'll just kind of take it from there. There's no set program for when he could be there for the whole season. We don't know. So the plan is not to just get him up to speed and then bring him to Edmonton. We want to, have it as a good depth opportunity for us. And, the play of our goalies and the play of our team, as well as his play, will dictate where it goes.
So a depth goalie. Is that as simple as it is, Reid? Or do you, because here, I think, I don't think I know. I've been listening to the shows all day. I've been seeing the reaction. People are saying, oh, this is a direct competitor for Stu Skinner. Now there's going to, there's somebody's got to go, or, all of that is being said. But is this just now an option that they got at a really good rate, albeit after they waited for waivers to clear and all that process that happened last week when this topic was brought up? And now here they are a week later, and they've traded for him. Yeah. Is this something? This is, I think, as good of a situation as you can have for your goaltending.
Well, I mean, you give up future considerations. The money is tiny in the scheme of the NHL. Plus, he's going to start in Bakersfield. What did Bowman say there? We'll see how it goes. He said maybe he's in Bakersfield for the entire season. But he also said, Bowman said, when I look at players, I like to look at them when they're at their best and hope that you're going to get that more often than not. Right? So this is a guy who, for about a year looked like a bona fide NHL starter. Like not a superstar goalie, but 6 shutouts is pretty good. I mean, his other numbers were decent. But I think that it's just an option. It's a possibility. I don't think Bowman is writing off Skinner or Pickard for that matter. But I think it's his job as a manager to beef up the organization as a whole if he can. And again, for what they gave up for Ingram, futures. I mean, let's face it, if Ingram doesn't play well, Utah's not going to come knocking for a second-round pick or something.
Right.
So do I think it's competition for Skinner and Pickard? Yes, I think it is. I think it is. Because I think that they're both not in the NHL right now. All three of them are in the NHL. I mean, let's face it. More of this is about Skinner than Pickard. Pickard last year was a good backup,
very
good backup
serviceable.
goaltender.
Yes.
He had a great run in the playoffs, as did Stu once he came back. But so really, okay, this guy is around Stewart's age. They're actually around the same level of experience. Now Ingram's, as we were talking about, has been through the player assistant program. He's tragically lost his mother. He's had to battle some mental health. So let's take a chance on him. Let's see how he does. But I think now it's Bowman as the manager. You weigh this going forward. I think if Ingram, here's the best case scenario, is that Ingram earns games in the NHL. I mean, if he's playing so well in the AHL, I think they're going to have to say, hey, man, you deserve to play up here.
You deserve a shot.
Even if Skinner and Pickard are doing average or okay. Like if Ingram knocks it out of the park in the AHL, then he deserves a chance. I mean, the worst case scenario, I guess maybe not the worst. A not so great scenario is Ingram has middling AHL numbers, but gets called up just because one of Skinner or Pickard is having a down year.
Yeah, but it's good to have an option if it pans out for him. If he can find his game relatively quick. But to have that situation, to have him able to go to the AHL and get back into game shape, like you heard from Stan Bowman there, he hasn't been through a training camp. So get back into that rhythm.
Right.
And the only thing is look, that situation you just alluded to is going to happen this year, where Skinner has a bad 4, 5, 6 game stretch. And then you're going to see, and if Ingram is down there doing, has a 905, 906 save percentage, then the calls are going to be made. Why isn't he here?
Right. But I think Ingram hasn't, he hasn't had a training camp. He's an active goalie, but he's kind of not an active goalie, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just because of what he's been through, and he was, just in the assistance program in the spring. So he kind of has to get back up to speed. So it's taking a chance on a guy who had shown some pretty good potential a couple of years ago. But I don't think, personally, this is just me, and I just say this from years of talking to managers and listening to stuff. I don't think Bowman has in his head, okay, by November 20th, I'm going to have to write off Stu and call up Ingram. I don't think he thinks that way. But I think he has to think, okay, I need to cover my bases.
Yeah.
I mean,
options.
He could have said, I know it's a different position, but he could have said, yeah, you know what, we got Noah Philp. I don't need to sign Curtis Lazar. But, well, no, there's other options, and they're affordable options.
Yes.
So, look, Skinner's going to play. Pickard's going to play. Knobloch said today Skinner's the starter. Pickard's the backup. He wouldn't commit because somebody asked him, was it going to be more 50-50? And he's like, I don't know what the percentage is going to be. They do kind of have a schedule for how they think they're going to use them. So Ingram's an option. And the way I look at it is this is one of the jobs of the general manager. And I know in the chat, whenever we bring up the names Bowman, Jackson, some people like them, some people hate them, some people are, up and down with them. But as much as the high-profile trades and signings are often how managers are evaluated, it's sometimes moves like this that are actually the more astute moves.
Right.
Okay, you can get Ingram for not a lot. You can put him in the minors. You can try to have some organizational depth, and maybe that pays off someday. I mean, look, Ken Holland did a lot of good things, but signing Zach Hyman isn't that difficult once Hyman says, I'm willing to come to Edmonton, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's a pretty – it was a good move, but it's a safer move. This is kind of, to me, a more nuanced, okay, let's have some insurance. Matt Tompkins, who, hasn't played a lot of NHL games, but he has played a few. He's played a lot of pro hockey. I think he's 31. Okay, so there's another guy in the AHL. Maybe if you need him in the NHL for a few games or to sit as a backup, he knows how to fit in. He knows what to do. So that's why, I think that this is, again, a low-risk move. But I don't think Bowman is counting on his two guys in the NHL failing. But I think he has to have some sort of insurance if that happens.
Well, insurance. What's the problem with insurance at this price? I mean, look at is there any comparisons to this? And I know it's not entirely comparable, but between this move and say bringing in John Klingberg last season, who was somebody
I never thought of that as a comparable. Yeah,
that you took a chance on
because he might have. Yeah, he could have been too hurt to play,
but he came in and really carried a lot of water in the playoffs.
Eventually,
played very well.
Yeah.
So at this price, to have depth at that position, why not?
Yeah,
and give it time in the AHL. There's no rush. You've got two very capable goaltenders in Edmonton right now. Give it time. Why not?
All right, let's get another comment here from Stan Bowman. He was asked, are you still in the market for a goaltender?
Well, I mean, goalies are no different than anyone else. If there's a way to upgrade your team and have a surefire improvement on your roster, we'd have to look at that. But the reality of it is that those situations are very rare, not just for goalies, but for established players that are going to come in and clearly be better than who you have. That's not that common for it to happen. So I would say if that situation presented itself, 2 months from now, or I wouldn't rule it out. But I think we're in a much better position today than we were yesterday relative to our goaltending depth. Connor's still a young guy. Like, he's got the road ahead of him. Is the last year of his contract, so he's eager to prove that he can be that guy and be part of an NHL tandem. So I think we're going to get to know him and help him get his game to the best it can be, and then we'll see where it goes.
I usually wind up telling this story once or twice a year. I'm going to tell it today.
Okay.
So he was asked, he's still in the market for a goaltender. And he kind of said, well,
yes.
No, but yes.
I mean, you're in the market for any good player.
It's different trading in this day and age with the cap and no move or partial no move and all that kind of stuff. But it's the GM's job to constantly be looking for ways to improve his team. And this is the story I often refer to, and I'll probably refer to it again. Kelly Rudy told me a few years ago when he was with LA, and he was he was an older player, and there was one day he was not skating in an optional practice, but he'd gone and done a workout or whatever, and who was their GM at the time? I can't remember who it was now. Was sitting in the stands, and Kelly was comfortable enough to go talk to them. And they were having a conversation about trading and stuff. And Kelly said, yeah, well, looking at our team, there's, we probably got 7 or 8 guys that are untradeable. Like, Wayne, Luke, me, Blake, or whoever else was. I can't remember if Blake was there yet, whatever. But the GM said, Kelly, don't kid yourself. Maybe Wayne. After that, if I could trade anybody that's going to make our team better, I have to make that trade.
Right.
That's my job.
Yeah.
It's maybe a little different now, but that's how you have to think as a manager. If the opportunity is there to improve your team. So what did Bowman say? Hey, I think we're better today than we were yesterday. If something comes up on November 15th where he thinks, oh, I can do this and we'll be better today. And then you made a good point about Klingberg. I never thought of that. Like, he thought, okay, there's a bit of an insurance policy. You're a guy who might be able to jump in and play.
Well, thank goodness they had it.
Right.
But here's the thing, too, Reid, is that Ingram can go and play in the AHL and improve his stock and become much better trade bait down the road as well, if you want.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe he's somebody that another team could want.
Or make somebody else expendable, right? I mean, it's a good situation. Competition's good. And if you're thinking, is Stu Skinner now looking over his shoulder? I hope so. I hope he's saying, well, yeah, they've got a real goalie down there that should be pushing everybody to make everybody better. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
Or at least it should.
Well, I think players should always feel that there's someone there to take their job. I think that's how a pro sports franchise should operate. That you're always wondering who's the guy that might take your ice time or your field time or whatever away.
Well, that's
like when you were, how many years were you of A? 4?
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell me if there was some recruited rookie in the defensive backfield, you weren't just making sure he wasn't better than you. I know you were pretty good.
Oh yeah. I mean, you'd have to up your play and, make sure you're ready to go and ready to show out and ball up. That's just the way it is. And if you want to but that's healthy. Because guess what? That makes me better. If I'm the starter and that makes me better, then that other player is getting better as well, right? And that other player is playing different roles on the team, special teams, all that stuff. It just makes everybody better. Competition is very healthy for a successful team.
All right, we better take a quick break here.
We better.
We are live at the Canadian Icehouse in Ice District. CFR starts today. The Great Chili Cook-Off is getting underway. I saw my old colleague. Was that Chris Sheets?
That was Chris Sheets,
Good. Hopefully I'll get to chat with him quickly. Jay's play of the day when we get back.
The Edmonton Edmonton Oilers have strengthened their crease, picking up Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah will keep $800K of his salary, lowering his cap hit to just over $1.1 million. Ingram will report to Bakersfield after spending recent months away from the NHL and the Player Assistance Program. Edmonton continues their preseason schedule tonight in Seattle against the Kraken. To help fill out the lineup, the Oilers have recalled James Hamblin, Viljami Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg. This one gets going at 8 o'clock. Elsewhere in the NHL, the New Jersey Devils have inked Luke Hughes to a 7-year contract worth $9 million per season. The young defenseman tallied 44 points in 71 games last year in his second full season. And on the waiver wire, Edmonton native Tyson Jost has been claimed by the Nashville Predators after being placed on waivers by Carolina. And to baseball, the MLB playoffs march on. The Guardians took down the Tigers 6-1 earlier today to force a Game 3 tomorrow. The Padres and Cubs are in action as we speak. That game is in the top of the 9th inning with the Padres leading 3-0. Later on, the Yankees play the Red Sox in Game 2. Boston leading the series 1-0. First pitch is going in about 15 minutes, with the winner advancing to face the Blue Jays. This sports update is brought to you by Advanced Sports Medicine and Physiotherapy. Connor McDavid's got a team full of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game at Advanced Sports Medicine. Call 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagedsportsmed.ca to book an appointment today. Jay's play of the day on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The oil stream. What do you mean, come on, man? You're going to undercut the best player in the world and pay him less? Come on, man, me. The best player in the world that you want to keep here so you can win Stanley Cups, you're going to pay him less? Get out of here with that. You're going to pay him less than Kirill Kaprizov?
The oil stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
Indigenous Celebration returns. Your Edmonton Elks face the Saskatchewan Roughriders Saturday, September 27th. Enjoy Indigenous dance and drum halftime performances, the pre-game Makers Market, and the unveiling of our brand new Indigenous gear. Indigenous Celebration is back. Presented by No Frills, 5 p.m. September 27th. Elks, Riders, wear the right shade of green. Tickets start at just $20. Score yours now at goelks.com.
Gallo LLP is an Alberta-based accounting firm with expert chartered professional accountants in both our Edmonton and Sherwood Park accounting firms. Our experienced and innovative accountants provide financial advice that saves our clients money. Simply put, we help our clients protect their assets and grow their businesses. At Gallo LLP, they go beyond the numbers to ensure the continued success of your business. Reach out to Preet or John to discuss how they can help your business grow. Visit gallollp.ca today and see how they can help you take your business to the next level.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
All right, we're back. We have a very special guest. This is the great part about being on location. You never know who you're going to wrangle. CFR starts tonight. Cody Wilson
Now, you're the reigning Miss Rodeo Canada?
Yeah, the current one for 2025.
Okay, by the way, I don't know if we introduced ourselves. I'm Reid, and that's Jay.
Hello.
We just pulled somebody over for the show.
Well,
Okay.
I saw the meeting over here, and
Yeah.
I thought this would be a great opportunity because all the girls that are competing for Miss Rodeo Canada, which is crowned at the end of the on Sunday at the CFR?
On Friday.
On Friday.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
A couple more days here.
So where are you from?
I'm from Sundre originally, and I represented Edmonton as Miss Rodeo Edmonton last year.
Okay, so you live in Edmonton now?
No, well, I'm kind of all over
You're
this
all
year.
over?
It's
You're
pretty
busy?
full-time traveling. And,
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so I call Sundre home still.
So what is and we're going to have Cole Ashbacher on. He's a saddle bronc.
Yes.
What is your connection to sort of rodeo and rodeo life?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm a fourth-generation cowgirl. I grew up in the sport. My dad was a steer wrestler. My mom barrel raced. And it's just kind of been in the blood. So I, have got to compete myself growing up. And I just love the sport. And it's been a great time to be able to give back in this position.
So what are some of the qualities that you had to demonstrate to win Miss Rodeo Canada, I guess, last year?
Yeah, so Miss Rodeo Canada, kind of like I said, is a big full-time job. You are constantly traveling. You're promoting the sport of rodeo. You are teaching people about the sport. So you have to be passionate. You have to love people. And just be able to, talk and promote the Western lifestyle.
Okay, well, you're very well spoken.
Oh, thank
What
you.
is the I do a little bit about rodeo, and then I worked in Lloydminster for 7 years early in my career, so I really got to understand, the
rodeo
I won't say the
life,
lifestyle, but I
yeah.
covered some rodeos and I met a lot of the athletes and stuff. What is the biggest misconception that people have about rodeo who don't understand it?
I think a lot of people don't really understand how much actually goes into our sport. This is really a way of life for our athletes, and they spend their whole year on the road, going from rodeo to rodeo. And I think a lot of people don't really understand what that looks like and how much behind the scenes prep it takes. And, the more knowledge that we're able to share with people, the more our sport's been able to grow. So we're looking forward to the future. And yeah, our sport has been continuously growing, which is awesome to see.
Okay, so now do you help pick the next Miss Rodeo Canada or give her advice, or not, what will you do once your title is passed on?
Yeah, so this week I actually am on the other side of things, which is kind of interesting to be,
Must be nice.
Yeah, it's been different. I kind of get to serve as a mentor this week and just kind of travel with the girls, be more of a leader, I would say, to, go and do all of these different things that we're doing. But I, after this, I will continue on. You get to reign for 1 year. So I'm going to go back to teaching and
oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm a teacher as well. So get to kind of start my life and hopefully continue to
What
educate
grade do
people
you
on the
teach?
Western lifestyle. I'm certified K to 12. I could kind of teach
anything.
whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of a good spot to be in.
Incredible.
So in your travels going around and all these different rodeos, what would you say was the most, I guess, underrated rodeo? One that you went to and was like, oh my gosh, if this had more, if people knew more about this,
Yes.
it would be a huge success. What would
Yeah.
you say that would be? Like most surprising?
That is such a good question. Every rodeo I get to go to, they have so many unique things about them. I would say one that stood out would probably be Falkland, BC.
Oh.
That was a really, really cool one. It's a small community, so
Sure.
a lot of people might not really think too much about it, but being there, the way the community came together, it was May long weekend. It was pouring rain. The weather was absolutely crazy. But the people, they came out and they sat there and stuck it out. And I think that spoke a lot to the rodeo and the team behind it and just the community and how much they love the sport.
Yeah, well, I mean, that would not be on everybody's radar to
That's
say
right.
that. But so
Yeah.
what's it look like now? Tonight, what is there, because I know my wife was involved with something like this at the Calgary Stampede. So I know a little bit about it.
Awesome, yeah.
So is there speaking engagements? Are they speaking in front of the crowd tonight and every night throughout the CFR?
Yeah, great question. So tonight the girls actually get to do their introductory laps. So they are going to do a wave lap around, be introduced, and so the audience can kind of get to know all 9 of our contestants. Throughout the week, we have the rest of our competition components happening outside of the rodeo. So today they have their horsemanship. Tomorrow is a public speaking category, which is open to the public. People are welcome to come watch at Chateau Lacombe starting at 9:30. Friday, they have their fashion show component, and then we are going to be crowning in the dirt on Friday night. So at the rodeo, you'll find them kind of walking around, signing autographs, but speaking-wise, not really too much of that, just more of the riding and mingling.
Now, the ride you go on tonight, when they go out and wave, do they assure that Miss Rodeo Canada has a serviceable horse? Because that can sometimes be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Getting in there and getting all those horses out there in front of a big crowd, the bangs, the flashes.
Yes.
Do they make sure you've got a decent horse to ride?
Yes, they take such good care of us, all of the contestants,
Right.
myself as well. I actually get to be a part of the opening ceremonies every night as well. So tonight I get to ride one of Piper Yule's horses, and then a couple nights I'll actually have my own horse in town, which is pretty cool.
That's nice.
My grandma's horse. So she's going to be watching, and I get to kind of ride him, which has been special. He's been with me all season long. But yeah, these girls are going to be riding flag horses, so they're pretty bomb-proof.
Okay.
They always have great options for our girls. Keep them safe.
Okay. Well, Cody, thanks for dropping by. And by that, we mean us
You mean
asking you to
coming
come
and
on
grabbing
in
you and saying, hey, can you
two
come on?
seconds notice. But no, thanks for telling a bit of your
Yeah.
story and sharing what it's like to be Miss Rodeo Canada. Congratulations on the last year.
Thank you.
And all the best in your future rodeo and teaching endeavors.
Thank you so much for having me. This was such a fun experience, so appreciate it.
Cody Wilson here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. We're going to get to Jay's Play of the Day after the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
The Buffalo Bills as 4-1 favorites to win. I think people are getting so far ahead of themselves. What have the Bills done so far this year? They're 4-0. Dusty, what do you think the combined record of the teams the Bills have played so far is?
2 combined wins for the teams they've played so far?
Yeah, 2-14. And they were 1-13 going into Monday Night Football, and one of the teams had to win because they were playing each other.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Whoa, blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Lobsterfest is back at the Canadian Brewhouse. Saturday, October 4th at 6 p.m. A pound and a half of fresh Atlantic lobster with all the fixins for just $49.99. Pair it with a stein of Alexander Keith. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The EST Hangout.
But we're walking to a 16th tee, I think it was, and I heard this, like all kinds of screaming, like from all, I'm like, what the heck just happened? Why is everyone screaming out here? And then someone behind us hollered at us, the Jays just hit a grand slam home run. And so people were yelling all over the golf course because they're watching on their phones, right? I love it.
Yeah. The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Edmonton Oilers have made a move in net, acquiring Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah retains $800K on his deal, bringing his cap hit to just over $1.1 million. Ingram will report to Bakersfield after time away from the NHL while in the player assistance program. The Oilers are in Seattle tonight for their second last preseason game against the Kraken. James Hamblin, Viljami Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg have been recalled to help round out that roster. Puck drop is at 8 o'clock. In the other NHL news, the New Jersey Devils have signed defenseman Luke Hughes to a 7-year contract worth $9 million a season. Hughes put up 44 points in 71 games last year in his second full campaign. And on the waiver wire, Edmonton's own Tyson Jost has been claimed by the Nashville Predators after being waived by Carolina. To baseball, the MLB postseason rolls along. Cleveland beat Detroit 6-1 earlier today to force a Game 3 tomorrow. The Padres and Cubs are also in action as we speak. Actually, sorry, that game is over. The Padres take over the Cubs 3-0 in that game. Later this afternoon, the Yankees and Red Sox clash in Game 2 of their series. Boston is leading 1-0 in that series. First pitch is in about 2 minutes, with the winner set to meet in the AL East Championship game against the Blue Jays. Sports Updates brought to you by the Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since 93. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Second hour of the Reid Wilkins Show coming right up. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
Well, we got chili. Somebody just brought us chili. We have no idea who's making it.
Jason Borley.
We're not the judges.
From Hudson's.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's our friends from Hudson's. This is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is Hudson's chili.
It's good.
It's really good. Had a Cool Ranch topping.
Yep. We're spoiled lately. I shouldn't eat while I'm hosting.
That's okay. Note that there are beans in it.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't there be?
Matthew Iwanek. He's always said if there's.
I'm so sick of the Matthew Iwanek chili stuff. Like, come on.
He said that chili does not have to have beans. This clearly has beans.
Yes, it's good. It's a good chili.
I don't think it's chili without beans.
All right.
This is exciting.
We're very lucky men. We had lobster served to us during the show on Monday, thanks to Pat here at the Canadian Brew House. We're in the Canadian Icehouse downtown. So if you're coming, say hi, give us a wave. We'll try to talk to you if we can. We aren't on air most of the time that we're here. Good job getting Cody Wilson, Miss Rodeo Canada, on the show.
Well, yeah, I went back there to say hi to the Combine crew, and I noticed the whole table of them there. All the competitors are sitting there having a pregame meal before they go over and take part in the ceremony, the opening ceremony tonight, and get introduced. Should be fun.
The Oilers have acquired goaltender Connor Ingram. Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Benny, let's get to that Chris Knobloch clip on talking about Connor Ingram.
Yeah, no, it's an insurance policy in case of injuries or whatever happens. But here we feel there's a quality goaltender who has had success in the NHL that if we need to call upon, he can do that. And, hopefully we have our two guys and we have confidence in them that this is just an insurance thing. But Stewart and Picks are our goaltenders right now.
Is that something you have to reiterate with them, or they kind of know that, or how do they, when you bring someone new in?
No, I think it's important that they hear that. Hopefully that they feel that was just an insurance and we're not pushing them out. That Connor is just the insurance policy, and we feel that those two are best options, and we're going to go with that.
All right, a little bit there from Chris Knobloch. Again, the Oilers in Seattle tonight at 8 o'clock. It is on Oilers Plus if you want to view it. I don't know if there's a Seattle stream or anything like that. You could hear Knobloch did not sound completely healthy there. There is some illness going through the Oilers locker
poor
room.
guy. I haven't heard him talk.
When I got the notification this morning that they've called up 3 players from Bakersfield, I was like, what? Yeah, well, because they got guys who are sick. So that's the game coming up tonight. Obviously, the Ingram story is the big story. You can get in touch by texting 780-218-9999. River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the kitchen restaurant. Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. That's available Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. until close. You can post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Usually people just get talking there with each other, which is pretty cool. Give us a thumbs up if you're there as well. Email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com, reid@edmontonsportstalk.com, and yeah, give us a thumbs up. Dusty put up a little video of himself.
Yeah, so Trev
the chili cook-off.
Trev is over there with Dusty right now, and they're doing the chili cook-off, and Trev is taste testing for Dustin and telling him what his thoughts are.
So Dustin doesn't even like chili, which to me is a fairly safe dish. I realize he doesn't like exotic, or not exotic, but like he doesn't like
different
a lot
things.
of variations like sushi or. But even chili is too much for Dusty. Is it because of the spice or just the?
Well, I think it's because there's so many mixed vegetables that are cut up and sautéed into it, right?
Oh,
like there's usually onion in it, which he despises.
I'm not a big onion fan, but in chili, it's usually imperceptible.
Yeah,
right?
It's hard.
Like a full crunchy onion on a sandwich, no way for me.
Oh yeah, bring it on.
Okay,
yeah, red onion on a burger.
Yeah, so I prefer not to have that.
My 13-year-old daughter just discovered red onion on burgers. She's all for it.
Okay,
interesting. But to each their own. But what I'm saying is, in a chili,
right.
it gets braised down, so it's not as tart of a taste.
Right.
So we'll see. We're gonna get Dustin on at some point.
Yeah, Dustin. Hopefully, well, maybe we should text him to come on at 4:20, 4:25 before we're too deep.
I think
we may have to do it. Are you going to slide out?
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
There's not enough room.
Me and Dusty will banter for a while.
The Miss Rodeo Canada was quite slight, so she could squeeze in here. But with Dustin, no way.
Yeah, we'll be body checked right.
I'll go taste some chilies.
Poor you. You get to go try some chili.
Oh, poor
it's
me.
a great environment here. Like it's filling up. It's almost 4:15 on a Wednesday afternoon. Everybody's in a good mood. The sun is shining. Like the way it's cooling off, but it's not like it's. It was kind of miserable last night, eh?
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah, because we had the day off. I went to my parents for supper. Dad and I watched a movie, and then I left around 9. I was like, this is gross.
It's
like,
rainy and wet.
It's rainy and
yeah.
kind of windy and stuff.
Cold.
It's getting to be
cool.
that time of year. Our off-topic topic for William Huff. We should revisit this for people who weren't with us off the top of the show, because this was a fun one. We got great response. The off-topic topic for William Huff, since it's October, and some people are already talking about Halloween. Not so much Jay and I, but we thought we'd conform to the Halloween season, people. What duo should Jay and I dress as for Halloween? What duo should Jay and I dress as for Halloween? We got a lot of Waldorf and Statler.
Mm-hmm.
We got some Bert and Ernie. We got a Captain Picard and Yoda, which would be an interesting crossover. Those were some of the more popular ones.
One thing here, and this happened in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox quite a bit. Library Pat and several others suggested Reid as Lieutenant Eric and Jay as Dustin Nielsen.
Oh, wow.
I think we should do that.
That's not a bad idea,
Would you want to dress up for Halloween?
That's probably what we'd have to do.
But, like, are you okay with that, or are you like, oh, I'll never be the guy that dresses up for
I don't know. I'd sooner go as a werewolf.
Well, okay, we all have dreams. There's always next year. But do you want to dress up as Dusty and
Maybe.
LTE?
We'd have to plan it. I'd
have to. So
it's
I need
too early for me to think about right now.
No. This gives you time. I need to know what would make me Dusty-esque. Like Dusty-esque.
I don't know. You'd have to be walking around with a chicken tender the whole time.
I'd have to wear my hat up like that. I'd have to get glasses. Some sort of a checkered shirt. Would a checkered shirt make it work?
Yeah, probably. And then with like a Point Break T-shirt underneath.
Yeah, and then like that water bottle he always drinks out of. And then you just need a wig.
Yeah,
probably a.
Ace says Cagney and Lacey. I think we had one of those earlier too. Jasmine says Thelma and Louise. That's also good. I'm surprised no one has said Holmes and Watson.
You know what I need to do then, Reid? I'm going to grow my beard out. For Halloween, I'm going to come in with a chin strap for Dusty.
Oh,
that would be very Dusty.
That would be it. Yeah.
Or just facial hair in general. That's gonna. I better start now.
Yeah, some good ones coming in. We'll revisit that as we go along. Of course. Okay, we're a little late getting to it. We better do it now. It's Jay's Play of the Day, and it is presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery, all in one place with easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today.
Well, as I said earlier, I think there's going to be some runs tonight in that Reds, Dodgers, the late game in the playoffs tonight. So that is my first play of the day. And I said, so if you go over to playalberta.ca, there's Jay's play of the day, Cincinnati Reds at LA Dodgers, 8+ runs. That's been boosted to even money because that is the favorite. I think it was about -116. So it's now even money. But then Jay's second play of the day, which I got to see about this because I thought they were boosting it higher than that. So I'm going to don't play it yet. That number's supposed to be higher. But Jay's second play of the day is Cole Ashbacher, who's going to be on this show at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Saddle Bronc rider,
rider
to finish top 3 at the CFR. But don't do that right now. They haven't boosted that number. I will update you when that number comes up, and we'll get that going. So Jay's second play of the day and Jay's first play of the day are both up at playalberta.ca. Click on sports, click on EST specials, and you'll find the Jay's play of the day. Now, we should note that the new October deposit promo codes came out.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
So EST Sports for a $50 deposit, get a $50 bet. And then I have the other one.
EST Casino is $50, and you get a $50 casino bet. And then EST 50 is you get a $50 free bet of your choosing. Yeah.
There you go. That's Jay's play of the day. And always remember to use your game set.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right. Awesome stuff. Ben's got the jingle. Ben Thompson, by the way, we got to acknowledge him back at the technical desk at the EST Global HQ. Benny, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm great, guys. Just alone here. I have the office to myself, but it's okay.
Oh, my goodness.
I know.
Danger. Yeah.
I was trying not to blow this place up, but but no, it's been good. I have the board here with all the jingles, so I was like, I need to hear this again today. So.
Oh, so you have them all. Okay, perfect. We are in the mobile edition of the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Pizza Sunday is back at the Canadian Brewhouse. After 4 p.m., grab an 8-inch 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Wash it down with $6.99 doubles and $1 off Bud Light tankards. We were doing the oil understood for GCL Diesel. We also have, of course, buying or selling that is presented by our good buddy Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. Buying or selling. I'm figuring out how I'm going to word this now. Buying or selling. The Oilers' second line will include a rookie to start the season.
Oh, man. I was going to talk to you about the second line because yes, I'm buying. Well, I guess, no, maybe I'm selling. Savoy's not a rookie.
Well, he's basically a rookie. I mean, does Savoy still count as a rookie? Okay, we'll include a player with less than 20 games NHL experience.
Then I'm buying.
Or whatever it is.
I'm buying. Because then that would be Matt Savoy, who I think, and I mean, that's a big question. That's a great question. Who's going to be on the second line?
Well, they're going to roll out Savoy, Mangiapane, and Nugent Hopkins.
That seems like the likely candidate right now is to roll out Nugent Hopkins with Mangiapane. I mean, Dusty was talking about it earlier. It seems like that, but nobody really knows. It's not written in stone. So I'd be buying that. Yes, Matt Savoy would be on the second line.
Well, Knobloch always speaks very highly of Savoy and about his all-round game, which is interesting to me. So I wonder if they would give him some. I mean, he's certainly going to kill penalties. The penalty killing. Now, again, but I am just so dead set against Leon and Connor killing penalties. Unless you're behind in the third period and you're shorthanded. I don't want to see those guys killing, but it seems like they want to put them out in the last 20 seconds and try to pounce on an opposition mistake or create some pressure or something like that. But, I mean, I guess you could go. Could you go Podkolzin, Nugent Hopkins, and Mangiapane? I don't know. Now, unfortunately, Podkolzin have to leave the team because his father passed away. He will be back on Friday. Friday, I think we'll see the lines, or pretty close to the lines. So do you want to give Nugent Hopkins a more experienced winger, or do you want to give Savoy a more experienced center like Nuge?
Probably a more experienced center.
That's probably what they would do.
Yeah.
And again, I'd prefer Nugent Hopkins on the wing. Now you can make,
He
but of
looked
course,
pretty good at center last year.
and of course you can make the argument, load up the big line, Nugent Hopkins, or Draisaitl, McDavid, and Frederick, or whoever it's going to be, and try to score 3 goals a game in the 20 minutes they're going to be on the ice, and then just hope the other lines are good enough to only be -2 or better.
Yes.
That's kind of a darker way to look at it, but you could also make that argument. Okay, Dustin Nielsen is literally standing by, so he's going to slide in. Jed Roberts is going to hop on the stream at 4:40. We got Saddlebronc CFR competitor Cole Ashbacher at 5. You can chime in. Nasty Chat, River Crew Resort and Casino inbox 70218-9999. We're having a lot of fun here at the Canadian Icehouse downtown. Here comes Ben.
The Edmonton Oilers have shored up their goaltending, acquiring Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah will retain $800K on his deal, trimming his cap hit to just over $1.1 million. Ingram will report to Bakersfield after spending time away from the NHL in the Player Assistance Program. The Oilers are back in preseason action tonight in Seattle against the Kraken. To round out their roster, Edmonton has recalled James Hamblin, Diljami Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg. Puck drop is set for 8 o'clock. Around the NHL, the New Jersey Devils have locked up defenseman Luke Hughes to a 7-year contract worth $9 million annually. Hughes tallied 44 points in 71 games last season in his second full year. On the waiver wire, Edmonton native Tyson Jost has been claimed by Nashville Predators after being waived by Carolina and to baseball. Playoff action continues. The Guardians downed the Tigers 6-1 earlier today to force a Game 3 tomorrow. The Padres shut out the Cubs 3-0 in their matchup. And right now it's Game 2 between the Yankees and Red Sox, with Boston leading the series 1-0. We see that score currently still tied 0-0 in the bottom of the first inning. More of Reid and Jay on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
It's Jamie McClellan. Listen, until he signs, people won't relax. The Oilers will lose 2 in a row. There'll be a look on the bench. The media grabs and goes, oh, he's out of here, or, something happens. I still do believe that he is going to sign, probably a short-term extension, but I also think he's going to make it extremely interesting, we'll call it, because I don't think he's going to sign anytime soon.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right, hope you're having a great afternoon. Yankees up 2-0 on the Red Sox.
Is that Chet Palmer?
That's a yeah. The Bronx Bombers got a big dinger, and they're leading the Beantowners 2 Cobb in top 2.
They call it 2 Cobb for nothing? I thought I've heard that before.
I've heard Cobb, yeah.
Did you know what a schneid was? You must have known what that was.
To be honest with you, I had used it, but I never knew what it was.
It just means you get out of a
Yeah,
slump.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
Jack would say off the schneid.
No, he was
then, like
off
Brownie,
the schneid!
Brownie and I would get all these texts after a game, like, what's a schneid? Like,
Yeah, no, I don't think
tell
Jack
not
invented
to
it,
use
but
that.
he loves to use it.
He loves to use it. Yeah, like I'm going to go
Yeah.
to Jack and be like, hey, Jack, there's been some feedback.
We're going to need a little bit less of the schneid. That's probably not going to work. Man, I feel so – I have a million plaid shirts. And this was the one time maybe I could have fit in one of my plaid shirts, and I wear the same shirt as you, Reid.
Well, because we have to wear our EST
Yeah, that's what
shirts
we're
if
trying to
possible.
wear.
We're on location.
Yeah.
Dustin Nielsen stepping in for Jay Milne for this segment. And who knows, maybe for more.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Well, Jed Roberts coming up in about 15 minutes. Haven't had Jed on since the CFL made the rule changes.
Oh, that'll be good then.
He'll have a good
I'm
take
interested
on
to
that.
actually hear what he thinks of that. Yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't really dove into it with him, and it's still something people are well, they're probably going to be talking about till they see it in 2027.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to read this. I wasn't going to go this way here, Dustin, because I do want to talk about Chile.
Yeah, me too.
But Perry Panu, who I don't think I've seen right into this show before, he's in the Nasty Chat. He says, how is everyone feeling about McDavid not in any of the new media pictures with the new jerseys? A couple things I'm going to say.
He's never been on our show either, so
First,
thank you, Perry.
Yeah, thanks, Perry. Good to have you checking out the show and chiming in. First of all, this is what I love about Oilers fans, because they will notice details that even you and I, as people who cover the team and talk about the team, sometimes don't notice. Like the new jerseys, in my mind, they've been released. I don't think they're that great. I think they're a little too plain and look like sweatshirts, but my opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I'm not sifting through all the ads and imagery for it. I will also say that now I understand what's going on with the contract and people are reading into it. So I don't want to maybe rule that out, though I doubt McDavid would say, I'm not taking pictures of the new jerseys. I will say when they do their car wash, McDavid and Draisaitl are expected to do a lot. So they might have said, okay, can we feature other like Savoy and Howard did that little announcement video, and they're not guaranteed. I mean, they probably will, but they're not totally guaranteed to be on the team at the start of the season. So there are some times where they say, okay, Connor, we have 20 stations. We'll try to only have you do 18 of them, whereas like the Brett Kulaks of the world might only have to do 10 or 11. So it could just be they put some other players into it, and he got right. I don't want to create a conspiracy around every little thing.
If you would have known I don't know how many buddies have texted you, but I've had a lot of buddies text me the one jersey picture with 2-5 on it and the C, and they're like, "What is going on?" here?
What was that?
And I'm like, everybody thinks it's a Nurse jersey with the C on it, but it's the year 2025 in which the jersey was released with the C on it. So it looks awkward because it says 25 in the captaincy, but it's basically a 2025 jersey with the captaincy on it. Although, you know what I would like to see? For any of these teams that have rolled out these new jerseys, like, did Kaprizov do the Minnesota one? Does Jack Eichel do the
Yes,
I'm curious because I'll say this. It's a little strange to not have either of your big guys be the one trotting out the jersey. However, in this market, I mean, they could have had Josh Brown throw it on and they could sell 1 million of them.
Well, true.
So
yeah,
I don't think it really matters. It's not like you're like, oh, I want to look just like McDavid does in it. But it's kind of weird that, I mean, if the Elks are going to roll out a jersey, it's going to be Justin Rankin and Cody Fajardo who are out there promoting it. So, I mean, I don't want to read into it too much, but, I mean, if he doesn't sign within a week, he's probably not signing until the day before free agency.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Right? That's going to be nuts.
I actually, first of all, just to close out the thought about the jerseys, because there's usually, I think it's sometimes in Toronto, I think it's been in Vegas, there's this preseason media showcase.
Yep.
So they take 2 players from every team and they go down and they do some interviews and they film some promo stuff. And one year, or maybe just a couple of years ago, Nurse and Hyman went because the Oilers were finally like, we can't just
can only run McDavid.
We can only run them.
Much,
so
yeah.
Nurse and Hyman and I think Bush and Draisaitl do it one year. So McDavid has not gone to that a couple of times. So anyway, I don't, it is weird with the contract that it's not done. Maybe it still happens.
What did Bowman say today?
That they talk every day.
Okay.
That he's just, to really loosely paraphrase, that he's just kind of rolling with it. Like he doesn't seem panicked about it.
What's he going to do? Give McDavid an ultimatum?
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
Because sometimes I don't always like what ifs, but I'll throw this out there as a what if.
Okay.
He goes to free agency, and then on July 8th, he signs with the Oilers. He's like, you know what? I looked around. Edmonton's the best.
If that were to happen, I would like to personally thank Connor McDavid for the 1 million views we'll do on YouTube in the 8 days between the beginning of free agency and when he was to eventually sign.
Yeah.
Because that would be like cup runs are one thing. The future of the organization's face of the franchise, just sitting there knowing that any moment it could drop and he could go somewhere else, we could probably stream 24 hours a day. Like if it gets to free agency, we could probably go 24 hours a day until a decision is made. And we might.
We might do that. Why not? What else do we have going on?
Yeah. I like that idea. Yeah. Chet Palmer can do midnight to 2.
He can do a show. He can do a show.
Yeah.
Well, 097 hasn't put any numbers on that contract yet. Hey, Connor, I got a pen. Need to borrow it? Sign on, Cappy.
Sign on, Cappy.
Making weird.
You got the whole city in a pickle.
A real pickle.
Oil country's covered in brine.
What are you talking about? I actually, you know what the one thing, though, is? We always get asked, is it going to be a distraction? I actually don't think it is a distraction for the players.
Not for the players.
I mean, even ever since he talked about it and did the other one-on-one interviews, I've kind of even been thinking about it less. It's like, okay, he hasn't signed. There's hockey to get to. I don't know. Maybe some people are obsessing over it. I'm not.
The players, not a distraction. McDavid in certain markets, if he gets rolled in front of the media, we'll have to talk about this quite often throughout the year. But that's something that he's sort of making that bed, so he's going to have to deal with it. I mean, it'll be a distraction for the fan base. Like I was telling Gazzola, basically every single post game, if they lose and he has a signed extension, it's like, wow, McDavid's gone.
Yeah,
why would he stay here for this?
True,
so,
but
like,
it's
for
also
the fans, but they're so passionate and crazy about it. I get that, right? Like that's how it's going to be.
But some of that too is going to come. Like, and look, everybody, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this as a criticism of any listeners or audience members. It's just an observation from being on Ched and now being here. With some of you, it's the same comment after every game.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you've decided you're going to make the whole season about McDavid leaving, I appreciate that, but I'm not going to read that post every single day.
Over and over
because
again,
you've made your point. Right? So,
yeah, you'll have to read it, but people on the chat on YouTube would see it all the time.
I know that it'll be.
The problem is that if he hasn't signed and it's a slow start, then I think you probably start to legitimately get
Well,
panicked.
what if it's after the Olympic break and there are 5 games under 500? Like then you're like, ooh, did we trade him to a contender?
I can't even imagine those conversations. Like, I mean, what's worse? What's worse? Having a pretty good team and being like, oh, I may take a run, but we're not as good as we were the last 2 years, and then like bail on it and trade him, or you don't trade him, you exit before the conference final, and he leaves for nothing. Like that is a really tough call.
Yeah.
So I thought it would have been like 3 months ago. I was like, no matter what,
it's
done
September.
by now.
I would have thought for
it's
sure.
done by now, but it's not. And if it's not done by next Wednesday, then
maybe he
there's
was.
No way it's signed. Like
he was. Oh wow, we're getting more chili.
More chili. Hey, how are you?
What's in this?
Okay.
I have a nut allergy.
Is there any
There's nothing
peanuts in
nutty?
here? He's got a nut allergy.
Nutty? Okay. Oh, good. Okay, I won't have that.
Okay.
Oh, this is going to be really weird for the listeners. Like, who are they talking to all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Do they know they're still on air?
Thank you.
Okay, so how is this?
Okay, awesome. National Pierogi Day.
So how is this? This is. I didn't really. I sort of heard a little bit about about you before I started working with you. Like, you really don't eat stuff, which I respect.
Thanks,
like
Reid.
sometimes I've gently, because I don't like when people pressure me, but there are a couple times where I've thought I think Dustin would actually like this. So, like, remember I nudged you toward that one salsa at the taco place?
Yeah, that was
I wasn't like, hey, try it all. I was like, hey man, this one tastes
You didn't
is a little
waterboard
sweet.
me.
It's not that
Yeah.
hot. This one might. And you tried it. You're like, you know what? Actually, that one's not bad. But how is all this for you?
Well, so I'm not a big chili guy myself. When my wife makes it at home for like Grey Cup or Super Bowl or whatever, she usually just does like ground beef, wieners, some beans, and I like that. Norman the Combine, what's up, buddy? So I brought Trev down to. Hey, there we are, the whole crew, mom and dad in the house. So I brought Trev down to try it for me, but I have tried 3 already. 2 of them are your basic chilies.
Yeah.
It was fine. And then we had this other one over here that I'm like, Trev's the official guy who's voting because he's going to try all 12. But I am very much going to persuade him to choose this Wagyu beef one over here. Unbelievable. One of the best things I ever eaten in my life. Like, it was really good. So I'm probably missing out on a lot of cool things in life by having a palate of a child, or even worse than my children, because my children try a lot of stuff.
Okay, so do you eat cheese?
I love cheese.
Do you eat pickles?
I like pickles.
Okay.
I'm not going to put them on a burger, but I'll eat them on the side. Why? What are you thinking about cheese and
Because
pickles?
when I was a little kid, until maybe I was a teenager, I hated pickles and I hated cheese. Or if I
Really?
ate cheese, I would just take little nibbles.
Yeah.
And now I love both.
My parents used to make a couple of things. They make like scallop potatoes. You know, like scallop potato?
Yeah.
I'd eat those, and I would like gag at the dinner table.
Oh, yeah, see.
Like, I'm gonna die.
My weird thing is I generally do not like mashed potatoes, even as a 50.
See, now that's weird.
Yeah, thank you.
Really? Because of the
It's
texture?
I think. Yeah.
I'm with
No,
you, Reid. I'm with you.
For me, man, that's weird. Who said that, Ben?
Yep. Mashed
Ben?
potatoes are gross. Don't like them.
What the hell?
Yep.
Where are you, Ben? What am I doing here? What am I doing sitting here?
Dance for me, Ben. Play your tune. You know, that guy, Riverline, I don't use very much. I can stop doing the characters.
Oh, no,
It's
man.
too
I
much.
think they're funny. They're all the same guy.
It's all the same voice. That's what people. Well, at least
yeah.
Chet Palmer's a little different.
Yeah, Chet Palmer will be at the Estes.
The rest of them are all. Well, he'll have to present it.
He'll have to present it.
By the way, Dustin and I have an idea for next year's Estes.
We do. I don't know how to go over, but we'll see if it works.
Well, we might have to do our own take on it. We have 11 months to plan it.
Little twist for the Estes.
What games do you have this weekend?
I am flying to Ottawa at like 9:40 tomorrow morning. So just Ottawa and the Riders.
Tomorrow already?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I just got back. Patty, can I grab another one of those? Thanks, buddy.
I'll get a Pepsi.
It's an interesting game, too. Riders are trying to snap this 2-game slide. Chatted with Corey Mace earlier today. And they got this big, like, week to week. But I said, got to have a little bit of urgency when you lost 2 in a row. So,
yeah,
we'll see. And Ottawa's not a great team this year, but they're capable of winning. So, we'll see what happens. But, I'm going out to Ottawa for that one. Coming back super early Saturday morning. So,
well, it sucks you're gone for 2 days. Are you doing the morning show?
Yeah, I'm doing the morning show and then straight to the airport.
Leaving
I board at like 9:45.
So I'll be able to make it.
I'll make it.
Well, that's because I'm doing. I think I'm doing 2 guys tomorrow.
You're doing 2 guys, and Jay's doing Lock Shop.
Oh, that's going to be a fun
thank
day.
you for stepping in.
We'll have to come up with some other material too.
Yeah.
I'll just talk like Chet Palmer for through. Nate the Builder loves the river. The river line's not very well formed though.
The river line. Yeah, this is the river line from the CBL.
Yeah, that's what he guards the Niagara River. So if people want to cross it, they have to play a tune for them. But if they don't play it properly, he eats them, and he's happy either way.
Has he eaten anybody yet?
Oh yeah, there's bones everywhere. Yeah. His den is full of.
Now is that the river that goes over the falls?
Sure.
So the falls.
Well, there is a Niagara River.
Oh, there is.
Yeah,
but that doesn't tie into the falls. I've been to Niagara Falls 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I've been a couple times.
I love the falls.
Yeah, a lot of
It's
water.
pretty cool to see.
We should go. We should do the show in a barrel going over the falls. We could put Chet in a barrel.
Did you do
it? Smooth sailing so far.
I don't know what the big deal is. Yankees up. you just keep going.
Did you go on the Maid of the Mist when you were there?
No,
like
I don't know.
That takes
No,
you
I don't know
right
if I
down?
would like that.
We did that. It was kind of neat. It's cool. You have on your tarp, you get soaked. But I'll say this about Niagara Falls, man. They need better security because all you have to do is hop a little fence and jump in the water and go over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody was in a bad spot, I mean, that's a real wild ride right there. So I think they should have higher fences around Niagara Falls.
Well, someday when you're managing, that'll be you in retirement.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd Dusty move? I don't know. He's like the manager of Niagara.
I manage bodies of water close to borders. That's my future retirement goal. We accidentally drove across the border one time. We took a wrong turn, and we didn't have our passports, but we talked our way across because the only way to get back, and that was at Niagara when they did the CFL Awards there a couple of years ago.
Oh, right.
We had to talk our way across the border and then talk our way back. Luckily, though, they're huge fans of the Canadian Football League.
So they were fine
and
with it.
they managed to let us come back, so that was nice.
All right. Hey, thanks for doing this. Go try more chili.
I'm going to save this one for Jay.
I got to ask if Jed Roberts likes chili, too. I bet you Jed would.
Yeah, I mean, most people kind of like chili. I'm a little bit of an odd duck.
Jed's coming up. Oh, we got a Bronc rider coming up for CFR.
There's a lot of cool Cowboys in here, man.
Yeah, this is a great place.
Yeah.
Who knows what else we'll do? It's the Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne on Edmonton Sports Talk.
The Edmonton Oilers have shored up their goaltending, acquiring Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah will retain $800K on his deal, trimming his cap hit to just over $1.1 million. Ingram will report to Bakersfield after spending time away from the NHL in the Player Assistance Program. The Oilers are back in preseason action tonight in Seattle against the Kraken. To round out their roster, Edmonton has recalled James Hamblin, Viljami Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg. Puck drop is set for 8 o'clock. Around the NHL, the New Jersey Devils have locked up defenseman Luke Hughes to a 7-year contract worth $9 million annually. Hughes tallied 44 points in 71 games last season in his second full year. On the waiver wire, Edmonton native Tyson Jost has been claimed by the Nashville Predators after being waived by Carolina. And in baseball, the playoff action continues. The Guardians down the Tigers 6-1 earlier today to force a Game 3 tomorrow. The Padres shut out the Cubs 3-0 in their matchup. And right now, it's Game 2 between the Yankees and Red Sox. Boston leaning 1-0 in the series. That score is 2-0 Yankees in the top of the third inning. The winner of this series will go to play the Blue Jays in the next round. The Reid Wilkins Show continues on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
Need extra space for products, tools, or seasonal stock? Sentinel Storage gives your business flexible storage and the room to grow. Affordable storage that scales with you. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Win big this NFL season at the Canadian Brewhouse presented by Bud Light. You could win a trip to Super Bowl 60, plus prizes like smokers, Bud Light coolers, and a trip to an NFL home opener next season. Enjoy $1 off Bud Light and Budweiser tankers. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi Lavalle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileshow.com.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
The oil stream.
What do you mean, come on, man? You're going to undercut the best player in the world and pay him less? Don't come on, man, me. The best player in the world that you want to keep here so you can win Stanley Cups, you're going to pay him less? Get out of here with that. You're going to pay him less than Kirill Kaprizov?
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
4:46, Wednesday, October 1st, along with Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. Of course, we are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Win big this football season at the Canadian Brewhouse. Enter for a trip for two to Super Bowl 60, plus weekly prizes and $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. Well, we're literally in a brewhouse today location. We're in the Icehouse in Ice District, in the plaza here, the Moss Pit, as it's also known during the postseason. They got the CFR Great Chili Cook-Off. As we go into the CFR, we're going to have a Saddle Bronc rider from the CFR, Cole Ashbacher, coming up in about 15 to 20 minutes. So that'll be fun. We're having a good time. Dusty was here. So how many chilies have you tried now?
Buddy, the only thing I did while Dusty was on was go
you just went and tried a bunch of chili.
Yeah. I am sweating.
Are you really?
It's hot. It is so hot.
I've only tried a couple. Neither one was uncomfortably hot. They were spicy. But
the one I had, which is creating quite a buzz over in the corner, is butter chili or butter chicken chili. It is fantastic. There was another one that was over there by the restaurant called Meat, which I believe is just so. It's right in Fringe District.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah.
Meat. It was a smoked brisket chili. Fantastic. There's been so many. There's Dusty suggested a Wagyu chili.
Right.
Oh my gosh, they're good. But the part of a chili is the spice factor, right?
Yeah.
And I'm feeling it, man.
You're feeling
it? Okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna drop dead here. It's hot. I had to take off my hoodie.
Well, there's also a lot of people in here now.
I might take off my shirt soon.
You can barely see the road from the heat coming off. Oh, look, I'm getting a phone call from Wyoming.
Oh, we're good. Oh, answer it on air.
A phone call
There's
from
Tommy Tucker.
No, we're gonna decline that one. You can post in the nasty chat.
We're gonna decline Wyoming, and we're gonna decline Tommy Tucker.
Yeah, I don't need to talk to Tommy right now. Are we getting Jed, or might have to push him back?
We can call him. So Benny, why don't you just
we can try to get him at 5:20. Hey, Trev. Maybe why don't we try to get Jed for 5:20? We have a little more.
I think he has practice.
Oh, he has. Well, then we might have to do him another day.
I'll share it with you, Ben.
I'll
send you his number.
We got our chili wires crossed. Even if we got him for a few minutes just to give him impressions of the rules. Are you Cole? You're on in 10 minutes. 12 minutes. Okay. Thank you for coming.
I wonder if Cole would eat chili prior to.
You can go try chili or two.
I don't know. I don't know if you want him trying chili before you get on a horse. Like, I don't know if you want to be trying chili before you get on a horse, but we'll discuss that. We'll be on with you in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, because we promote him for 5, which is pretty cool. No clue in the nasty chat.
Yeah.
That is the person's handle. I'm not mocking anybody. No clue says short up the goaltending, so we have a backup for a backup for a backup. Sounds good to me. Is that a fair concern that the Oilers do not have a true number one goaltender at this point?
No, that's not true. The Oilers do. His name's Stuart Skinner. Would you not say?
Well, he will be their number one goaltender. I guess I think the question is, and for the people who are really critical of Skinner, is that he has not played, and last year he didn't for the most part. Oh, we got Jed. Okay. Well, I'll hold my thought.
Okay.
Let's get fired up with Jed Roberts for Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years. The authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. Jed, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. So it's great to talk to you guys. Hope you guys are having a good day.
Well, yeah, we're live at the Ice House downtown. There's a chili cook-off. Are you a chili guy? Are you a hot and spicy food guy, or what do you like?
Yeah, I'm actually a Texas chili guy. I don't like beans in my chili. So
okay, so that's somebody said that in the nasty chat. The Texas chili, I think it was Big Uke suggested that Texas chili does not have beans. But I will say this, Jed, every chili that I've had here, mind you, I don't think this Ukrainian chili has beans in it, but every other chili I've had has had beans. So I don't know how you'd get along here, to be honest.
Well, you know what? I grew up in spending the summer times in Texas with my dad, and he had a recipe of his own Texas chili. And so that's kind of what I grew up around. I didn't grow up eating chili. When the first time I had chili with beans in it, I was like, what is this? This is a stew. So I actually have another recipe. It's called Mexican stew, where I put refried beans in it. It's actually not technically beans, but I do put refried beans in it, so it's not technically chili to me. It's just a Mexican stew. So that's pretty funny that you get. Yeah, so I mean, I'm a long way from Texas up here. I realize that. So, chili's chili, I guess, so any way you look at it. But yeah, I'm sure you guys are having a great time there. I'm a little bit jealous. I wish I could have some.
No, we love having you on the show, and we'll see you soon. But let's get to because we don't have it for very long because you got practice. So let's dive into the story from last week. The CFL made these rule changes: size of the field, play clock, benches going to the other side, which you've already talked about. But as you've sort of had a week and a couple days to digest these changes, most of which are going to kick in 2027, what do you think?
Well, I think the one I really like is the clock one, because you have to understand, when I first came into the league in 1990, we had a 20-second clock, and we didn't. Only half the games back then were televised. So the games that weren't televised were going really fast. Like, there weren't any TV timeouts or any of that nonsense. And so, like, if you look, like, I don't know, if you go back and see any of the games over the last, like, maybe say 15, 20 years. It's crazy. That's just so arbitrary. So when they set the clock, so there's lots of time that just goes by between plays without really any rationale or any explanation for why they decide to set the clock or whatever. So I'm kind of happy about that automatic time. I think that'll speed up games, speed up pace of play. I think that the bench on the same side of the field is just goofy. I don't understand why that even came into it. I think it was just an infrastructure thing. There was some stadiums that just had that. I think McGill comes to mind. And so that kind of, it started to get pretty goofy there. I don't understand that. I remember being so peeved at having to run 80 yards to get down there for a goal line stand from my side of the field. But then I was just let them have the 6 points. So,
yeah.
That's not one I'll be too sad to see go. The one that was a little bit, kind of made me a little bit waxed for the old days was moving the goalposts. And I understand why they're doing that, because they want to open up the middle of the field for scoring. And you won't see as many of those Ricky Ray to Jason Tucker types corner passes anymore. It'll be teams will definitely be trying to throw. If you looked at the game last week against Edmonton, Saskatchewan, that's what they tried to do. They tried to run the corner to win the game, and the receiver broke his route off. So I suspect that'll change things in terms of a strategy standpoint. But I will miss those missed field goal returns. That's the single greatest mismatch in football, is when you've got 5 offensive linemen trying to track down a Marvin Coleman or a Henry Gizmo Williams. So that'll change things a little bit. I think, we're moving toward a little bit more of an American style. I don't think we're quite there yet. I think they've left the width of the field, which would have the biggest impact if they change that. And then also the downs. It's still 3 downs. So it's still Canadian football, but it's a different game than the one that me and my dad played. My kids are growing up in a different environment. You can't really touch the quarterback anymore. And, change is inevitable. I think it'll make it a little bit easier for them to sell the game down south and use the stadiums and the infrastructure that they have down there if they're not having to deal with the 55-yard line or 20-yard deep end zones and whatnot. So that's just the way it goes. If you want to make money, you can't really make any money nowadays in a gate-driven league. You can't use that model anymore. It doesn't work in the 2020s, right? So That might have worked in my dad's time. In my dad's time, they were getting paid more than the NFL guys. So, and why was that? Because they were selling out games. And, you know, they kept that model, and it just doesn't work anymore. You can't make any money that way unless you jack the prices up, you know, into the thousands of dollars, which nobody's going to spend $1,000 to watch a CFL game. They only do that for the Grey Cup. So, change is inevitable. We're going to have to just get used to it. I think we still have the most exciting brand of football on the planet. I'm convinced, with the 3 downs and the wide field. So it won't change that much. But, yeah, it's enough change to get people up in an arm, especially people my age.
All right, Jed. Thanks for fitting us in. We know you're busy. We got to get you in studio soon. I'll eat some chili on your behalf. Thanks for hopping on.
Please do. Thanks so much for having me in, guys. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you again next week.
Double E alum Jed Roberts, as always, very thoughtful, very, analytical. Chris wants to know, what is Jed coaching these days? Is he doing the high school?
High school, Salisbury Sabres.
Sal, right.
Yeah, his oldest son plays on the team. I believe currently they're ranked 5th in Alberta in Tier 1 football. They lost to the number 1 team in the province, which is Harry Ainley, 20-10.
Oh, wow.
They gave him a good game. Probably the best game Harry Ainley's had. So I would expect to see those two in the playoffs.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I think Jed would be a great – well, he is a great coach.
He was the coach at U of A when I was there.
But, yeah, and maybe some of the high school kids now wouldn't know, but they go home and tell their parents, like, yeah, I got this Jed Roberts. Like, he looks like he played. Yeah. And the mom or the dad or both would be like, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
You should probably do exactly what he says all the time.
Yeah, he's great.
Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Make your bets count for you and everyone else with the Play Alberta app, with hundreds of player prop bets on the biggest leagues, NFL, CFL, NHL, NBA, Major League Baseball, you name it. You're not just playing for fun, you're supporting your province. Play Alberta revenue helps fund Alberta programs and services. Deposit $50 today with the promo code EST50, and get an exclusive, EST exclusive, $50 free bet to get started. Okay, we're going to do the 5 o'clock break now. We got Cole Ashbacher standing by. He is he's in the CFR. So no offense to you and your football career, he will become the toughest guy on this program.
Yes.
Between about 5 and 5:15.
Oh, yes. There will be questions.
Raise your hand if you've been thrown off a horse. I cannot raise my hand. Can you?
No, I haven't. Probably should have been, but I wasn't.
Oh, you've irritated some horses.
I have. Yeah, just this morning, actually.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That's a story for later.
Well, no. It's just that, we had to put blankets on them last night because it was that weather. And then this morning we take the blankets off because it was, it's a beautiful day now. So you don't want them to be too hot. And, sometimes they prefer April to do that as opposed to me. I must be a little rougher.
They're like, there's clumsy Jake.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the 5 o'clock break. Cole Ashbacher when we get back.
2 guys and a goalie.
The thought I had this morning is, what if he is making this we'll call it a political decision to have eyes on him, not falling on a sword, but carrying a shield, as it were. Because if everyone's asking questions about him, guess what they're not asking about? Guess who hasn't been swamped with stuff heading into the season? Stuart Skinner, Darnell Nurse, Evan Bouchard.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches, to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
Fall football in your living room just became the Fan Zone. Before you move in the giant screen, make space to cheer on your favorite team with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses. Because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Mind 360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind 360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind 360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
The Edmonton Oilers have added to their depth in goal, acquiring Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah will retain $800K of his contract, bringing his cap hit just down to over $1.1 million. Ingram will report to Bakersfield after time away from the NHL and the Player Assistance Program. The Oilers continue their preseason slate tonight in Seattle against the Kraken. The Edmonton has recalled James Hamblin, Viljami Marjala, and Connor Klattenberg to fill out their roster. Puck drop goes at 8 o'clock. Elsewhere, the New Jersey Devils have signed defenseman Luke Hughes to a 7-year deal worth $9 million per season. The 20-year-old posted 44 points in 71 games last season in just his second full season. On the waiver wire, Edmonton product Tyson Jones has been picked up by Nashville after being waived by Carolina. And to baseball, the MLB postseason rolls on. Cleveland beat Detroit 6-1 earlier today to force a Game 3 tomorrow. Padres took down the Cubs 3-0 in their matchup. And right now, the Yankees and Red Sox are battling in Game 2. Boston is up in that series 1-0, and the score in that game is 2-2 in the top of the fourth inning. Final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show continues here. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
All right, hope you're having a great day. We certainly are here live at the Canadian Icehouse in Ice District. The CFR getting ready to go. The great chili cook-off is underway. We've been lucky enough to sample some. Oilers trading future considerations to Utah for goaltender Connor Ingram. He will report to the Bakersfield Condors. Oilers with some illness going through the locker room. Ben mentioned the call-ups for tonight's 8 p.m. Mountain Time game in Seattle. It is time for our courageous moment presented by Alberta Blue Cross. Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed just for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you. And I think it takes a lot of courage to get up on a very angry horse and try to hang on for 8 seconds. Cole Ashbacker is here, Saddle Bronc rider. Cole, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
All right, so this is your seventh time in the CFR?
Yep.
Sixth is Saddle Bronc?
Yeah, sixth in Saddle Bronc.
So what'd you do the other time?
I was in the novice, the under 21 category.
Oh, they have the novice. Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 29 years old now.
29 years of age. And how long have you been like a serious rodeo competitor? Like, hey, I'm not doing this for fun. Like, I'm trying to make a living here.
I've been riding professionally for would be 8 years now. And it's been pretty much my full-time job. I mean, I have some cattle and some farmland on the side, but rodeo's been my number one for at least the last 6 or 7.
Now, where are you from?
I'm originally from Arrowwood, Alberta. It's about an hour southeast of Calgary, and I'm just moved up by Thorsby, just on the north side of Pigeon Lake here now.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Now, did you? I Googled you. Is that your wedding website from this summer that I came across?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Did you get married this summer?
Yeah, I just got married about a month and a half ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so when you're growing up near Arrowwood, Alberta, are you like getting on Bronx, like doing stuff as a kid? How did this all get started for you?
Yeah, I kind of was born into it. My grandfather, my dad, they all competed in rodeo. They raised some bucking stock growing up. So I was around it from the time, like from as long as I can remember. And then I got kind of the itch when I was 8 years old. I got on a younger bull actually at that time. And from then on, it was kind of just, something I was passionate about for my whole life.
That's what I love about rodeo. Like I used to work in Lloydminster, so I'd cover more rodeo there. It's like the family connections and traditions are just unreal.
Yeah, it seems like it's a sport that is very much passed down through the generations. I mean, I was the only one out of my family that competed in rodeo, but every one of my siblings is involved with raising some bucking stock and around the farm, that sort of stuff too.
Okay, so I got to ask you this: how do you raise bucking stock? Like I would often think, well, isn't a horse either kind of pissed off that you're trying to ride him or not, or like can you coach that into them, so to speak?
Yeah, it's not as much as coaching it into them as it is selective breeding. You take the better males and the better females and hope that works. And I mean, it's not an exact science by any means, but it's similar to the thoroughbred industry or the show cattle industry, where you pick the premium stock and try and mate those with the other premium stock.
Well, what's the worst injury you've ever suffered?
Oh, I've done quite a few knee ligament issues, but yeah, definitely that would have been the worst. Was I tore my PCL in my knee, and then had to try and compete the next 6 days with a torn PCL.
Where did this happen?
That was at the national finals in Las Vegas.
Oh my God,
2022.
So was it the result of being bucked off, or did something else go wrong?
Yeah, I don't really know how it happened. Just when I hit the ground afterwards, I got up and it was painful. I couldn't hardly walk out of the arena.
Jeez.
So I staggered my way out and got it looked at, had some MRI stuff, and I couldn't pass up. It was that's like the Super Bowl of rodeo is in Vegas, and I couldn't not compete the rest of the week. So it was a lot of work with the sports med team and got it through.
I know the Cowboys and Cowgirls are amongst the toughest athletes on earth. So I'm not surprised that you toughed it out, but that does not sound pleasant. Okay, so how to just because I'm a little rusty on my memory of this, and for people maybe newer or if they're coming tonight or to one of the other performances, how do you qualify for the CFR?
So the Canadian Finals is the top 12 Cowboys in each event from the whole season's worth of rodeos, which is approximately 50 events. And we travel all over Western Canada all summer and compete at the rodeos. And each rodeo has a prize money. So the top 12 guys, based on total money earned throughout the year, qualify for the CFR.
Now, does that money carry into the CFR, or do you all start over at zero tonight?
Yeah, no, it's a full year-end deal to be the Canadian champion.
Okay.
So I think I'm coming in about $15,000 behind the first place guy.
Okay.
And I'm in fourth. So I got a little bit of ground to catch up if I'm gonna
have
beat him.
a good show. So now who's first?
Zeke Thurston.
And where's he from?
He's from Big Valley, Alberta.
Okay. Did Rod Hay do saddle bronc or bareback?
Yeah, he did saddle bronc.
There was one of his kids doing it now?
Yeah, actually all three of his boys
all
are
three
doing
of his
it.
boys are in it.
There's just one here this year.
Okay, so there's another. So because Rod Hay's from your Wildwood.
Rod Hay's from Wildwood.
And I grew up Evansburg.
Oh,
which is
okay.
like 10 minutes away. So that's why I asked about him. All right, so this is a big week for you. You got to be close to perfect, I guess, to catch up. What's the highest you've ever finished at the CFR?
Twice I was the runner-up to
my
Zeke
goodness.
Thurston, actually, both times.
So Zeke, a lot of you guys are rivals and friends. Is that a way to describe it?
Oh, yeah, we travel down the road all year together in groups of 3 or 4, make it easier on the cost. Like, we pay our own way throughout the year. So travel all down the road together. There's rivalry. It's more poking fun at each other and still helping each other out, but then hope you go out and beat them.
Well, and that's what I learned. I would always go to Lee Park, the one up by Vermilion there. I don't know if they still have it.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful, like unreal location.
Yes.
By the rivers there. And, this was when I was learning more, and guys were like, because they would do something Friday, sometimes a rodeo Saturday night. If they could, they'd try to make another performance Sunday night, and then maybe Sunday.
Yep.
But I was like, how do you pay for all that? And they're like, we got to win money, man. Like, there's no appearance fee. Like, there's no salary. You gotta have a good weekend.
Yeah, it's all out of our own pocket. I mean, if you're fortunate enough to have some sponsors to help you down the road, that's very awesome too. But yeah, we pay an entry fee at each rodeo. We pay our travel expenses. We pay it all.
All right. Do you know what bronc you have tonight?
Yeah, I have a horse called Double D Dolly is her name. And it's a little buckskin mare. She bucks very hard. Zeke won a rodeo here this fall in Lethbridge on her, so I think it's a good shot to get the round win.
Have you had her before?
No, I've never drawn this one before.
But you must scout the stock. Like, you got to know their moves, don't you?
Yeah. We keep track of. We talk to each other and find out how much rein you take on each horse, and watch a video or two from a different ride throughout the year. And I watched one video of Logan Hay getting on it at Dawson Creek this summer, and other than that, that's.
But okay, so are these also? So it's the top 12 saddle bronc riders for your event. Are these going to be the top 12 broncs night after night here, or how do they determine the stock?
Yeah, so as the 12 qualifying saddle bronc riders, we get to choose from all of the contractors in Canada which horses we want.
Really?
And we sort them into 3 different pens of horses based on their style of bucking. And we'll see those 3 different pens of horses throughout the 5 days.
And then do they randomly draw you one for each day?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I love this stuff, right? Because it's so high end and it's so competitive. I really enjoy that. I always ask this question when I have somebody on from the rodeo world, or even chuck wagons, which I covered a lot of as well. You know, there's still these animals are mistreated. Why do we have chuck wagons? Why do we make them have a cowboy on to buck off? I'm always like, that's not what the world is like. Some people don't believe me because I'm not a competitor. What can you say about that perception, or when you still hear somebody, oh, this is cruel to the animals?
Yeah, I mean, we don't force any of them to buck. The flank strap, that is a very huge misconception among the ill-informed rodeo, I guess not fans,
right?
But is that it's tied around them super tight, or it's wrapped around their nether regions, like that doesn't actually happen at all. It's a sheepskin cloth, and it's almost the best example I could give is if you do your belt up one hole tight, or when you're standing, your belt sits fine. But when you sit down, that tightens up enough to make it just a little bit uncomfortable. And so that's what helps them it triggers their response to do what they do naturally. Like, you can see these horses bucking throughout the pasture right from the point they're a baby. I've seen lots of that.
Yeah. All right, what time are you on tonight? Do you know what time you're going?
Rodeo starts at 6:30. I'll probably ride about 7:30, 7:45.
Okay, well, I hope I'm not ruining your pre-game prep.
Oh, no, this
so to speak.
Worked out good.
I saw in your bio, you're a big hockey guy?
Yep.
Flames or Oilers? Probably Flames?
No, Oilers fan my whole life.
Oh, even as a kid?
Yep.
Growing up, how come?
My dad was an Oilers fan. I think it had something to do with my mom's family was very big Flames fans, and he wanted to be the...
He wanted to be annoying.
Yeah. And so I became an Oilers fan from the point I was very, very young, and I've been following along hockey.
And now you're living closer to Edmonton, so maybe you can make it to a game or something.
Yeah, I get to go to a few games. I've been to a playoff game every one of the last couple of years.
Good stuff. Okay. Well, Cole, thanks for doing this. I love the stories from the world of rodeo. The CFR is an incredible event. All the best to you. So what do you got tonight, tomorrow? Is it Friday and then 2 on Saturday?
Yep.
2 on Saturday.
Yep,
okay.
5 rounds.
Well, you're going to be busy. All the best to you. Thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you very much for having me on.
That is Cole Ashbacker. He's riding in saddle bronc at the Canadian Finals Rodeo. Joining us here live in the Icehouse. There's chili everywhere, Cole. If you need a hot snack before you get on the horse, it's the Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne. Back in a couple minutes.
The Edmonton Oilers have made a move in the crease, acquiring Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah will hold $800K of his salary, dropping his cap hit to just over $1.1 million. Ingram will report to Bakersfield after spending time away from the NHL in the Player Assistance Program. The Oilers are in Seattle tonight for preseason action against the Kraken. To help fill out their roster, Edmonton has brought up James Hamblin, Vilhelmi Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg. Puck drop is set for 8 o'clock. In other NHL news, the New Jersey Devils have signed Luke Hughes to a 7-year extension worth $9 million annually. The young defenseman posted 44 points in 71 games last season in his second full campaign. On the waiver wire, Edmonton native Tyson Jost has been claimed by Nashville after being placed on waivers by Carolina. And on the diamond, MLB playoff action continues. The Guardians took down the Tigers 6-1 earlier today to force a Game 3 tomorrow. The Padres blanked the Cubs 3-0 in their matchup. And right now, it's Game 2 between the Yankees and Red Sox. Boston's holding a 1-0 series lead. And that score is 2-2 between the two teams at the end of the fourth inning. More of Reid and Jay on the other side of the break in the final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The leaves are turning, and just like golf season, time is running out to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. Two bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Whoa, blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Need extra space for products, tools, or seasonal stock? Sentinel Storage gives your business flexible storage and the room to grow. Affordable storage that scales with you. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right, we're back. Just catching up with some old friends here. Yeah, this is great. Jay's going to slide back in. Wow. That was fun. Cole was a great interview. And the gentleman I was just talking to is Denny Phipps, who's now, I think he said he's 42. I first interviewed him. He probably would have been, what year is it? What's 42 minus 25? 17? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when he was in high school and he was a novice saddle bronc rider. And now he's like running Pro Rodeo Canada.
Really?
That's amazing.
Why didn't you get him on? Why don't you talk to him?
Well, they said Cole, and I think he had to go. I think he had to go do stuff.
I'm just getting people to come on the show with you. This is actually exciting. This is fun. I think we lined up. I think Struddy's coming on, right?
Struddy's going to come. I don't know. He's eating chili somewhere. There's a lot going on. Oilers game tonight at 8. They traded for Connor Ingram today. I'm ready. The regular season's a week today. That'll be nice.
Can't come soon enough, Reid.
Yeah, it'll be here. And especially now, it's like there's not an Elks game this weekend. So
I know.
Like we're just like, okay, let's get through these final 2 preseason games and get things rolling 1 week from today. Jason Milne, Reid Wilkins with you. Well, if Strutty comes up, we'll put him on. Thanks for bowing out there.
Well, it's with that. He's not a small man.
No, we're very well accommodated here at the Icehouse, though. We get our footprint has to be relatively small. It is super busy here.
It is very packed. Try walking around out there. It's intense. I think I got to do something here, Tommy.
Are we too loud still? Yeah, I know we've had a little bit of volume issues. We're doing our best as best we can.
I'll just try and talk quieter. Is that better?
Yeah, we just got a golf whisper like we're at the Ryder Cup. Oh no, then we'd be swearing all the time.
Yeah, we'd be cursing.
If you're taking us in through YouTube, give us a thumbs up. We need 12 thumbs. We need 12 thumbs to get to 100. It's always good to have a 100 thumb show.
Must you click?
There it is.
Please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb.
You can text us at 780-218-9999. That is the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant. $18.99 prime rib special. Available 7 days a week, except show nights from 11:30 in the morning to 11 p.m. That is available for dine-in and take out. The off-topic topic for William Huff is since it's October, Jay and I thought we'd join a bunch of other people and get into the Halloween spirit. What duo should Jay and I dress as for Halloween? Might have some new people popping in who haven't heard that question yet.
Good question.
What duo should Jay and I dress as for Halloween? I'm surprised no one has said McDavid and Draisaitl.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Like, do you think we could pull that off?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm just going to roll with it. I don't know.
We're doing the best we can with the volume, everybody. I haven't seen a lot of complaints in the nasty chat.
Kyle Bala says you guys should dress as Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
It's not a bad idea.
Tube Sock says my sister is a spooky season person. Drives me nuts. She even fills her Instagram in September with countdown to spooky season posts. It's terrible. She makes it her entire personality, and I just can't get behind that. Wow. Tube Socks is definitely against Sizzum.
Yeah.
Spooky Sizzum.
You know what else? We might have to work an off-topic topic in on this tomorrow. The new Taylor Swift album. What's it called? The Life of a Showgirl?
I have no idea.
It comes out Friday. But I do know some people who are huge Taylor Swift fans, and I believe it comes out at midnight Eastern tomorrow, so 10 p.m. Mountain tomorrow.
Okay.
So there are probably we probably have some people in the nasty chat who, if they aren't Swifties, know Swifties who are bracing for the release of this album.
Bracing.
I have an idea for off-topic topic for tomorrow, but I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
I don't want to give it away yet.
I trust you.
I'll tell you after the show. Rip Van Winkle says we could be Pinky and the Brain. Chris Fuller, Ty Domi, and Bob Probert, and just fight all over the place. Good suggestions.
I just saw YouTube Trev over there.
Good guy.
He's in a chili coma. So yeah, I posted that on my socials. If you wanted to go see that, you can find it on my Twitter at Jason Milne. This is exactly the face of a chili coma. He's feeling all the feels, all the highs and lows.
How much coma has he had? How much chili has he had to actually go into a coma?
Probably 10 to 12 servings.
Well, they're just in these little cups, though.
Oh, he's at it again.
Right,
he's in a
God,
he's in a daze. He's in a daze.
He looks like a zombie.
At least he's got a beer in his hand. That should help. Maybe it'll hurt. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Having the beer.
Oh, he's having beer to wash it down. Well, he's got to take care of his body.
It is his temple.
So when are you going to the CFR, tomorrow or Friday?
Friday night.
You're going to miss the Oilers Canucks game.
Oh, shucks.
Jay's so disappointed.
No, I'm going with the whole fam jam. So we're
grandparents too? Well,
no. Like my wife and my kids, we're all going to go, and we've got an extra ticket, Reid.
I will be watching the Oilers and the Canucks. Do you actually have an extra ticket?
We do.
We could maybe give it away.
I'm good.
No, you'll find somebody.
Yeah, I'll find somebody.
You'll find somebody to go. 780-218-9999 is how you text us. The River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, is presented by Play Alberta. You can skip the flight to Vegas because jackpots are just a tap away. Experience all the thrills of the casino right from your phone with Play Alberta. Download the app today and deposit $50 using the EST exclusive promo code EST Casino for a $50 bonus. You know what I get? I'll have to do it tomorrow because there's too much going on here. I got to update our fantasy pool. Did I not take Cutler? Yeah, we'll get here. We'll sub you out. Can you be subbed out again?
Oh, I'm more than happy to be. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jay. We do love you. Struds is coming over. As Jason Strudwick is here, tasting a bunch of chili. We're gonna roll him in. So here's the challenge for me is to find a new way to introduce Jason Strudwick. I would say Jason is my all-time favorite NHLer whose last name starts with the letters STRUD.
I think you just use the words "welcome in greatness."
So
that's a fair. I don't think anyone who would the listeners would disagree with that.
So the reason I do this is because Jason claims that when he was on my old show, I would introduce him as my favorite NHL player of all time. And then one day I said my favorite defenseman of all time.
Right.
And you were like, you keep right. Low. So now whenever I see Jason, I make it more and more specific.
Yeah, pretty soon it's just going to be someone I know.
Like,
someone I used to know.
Exactly. Come in here. So Jason S. What does the S stand for? Yeah, that's all. That's all I'll introduce you. What's going on? How's the chili stuff?
Man, I've never judged anything in my life. I probably am unqualified to do any of it, but I just had 12 different chilies. I'm stuffed. Like, it is a lot, and it was all good, really positive. But man, it's a lot of food.
So is that how many there are, or there's still
12.
Some you have to get?
No,
to?
there's 12.
So you got to actually remember. Do you make notes?
Yeah. So no, well, just mental. This thing's like a vault, locks things in here. But I went through and I would say yes, no, and then I got it down to 2, and then went back and tried them again. And I've got it down to my favorite now.
And when do you have to put in your votes and announce the winner?
The next little while, before 6, I think.
Oh, it is while we're still here.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
well, maybe we can try the winning chili on air shortly after the show.
Do you like chili?
I like chili.
Oh,
I don't seek out chili, but I've tried a couple here that were brought to me. They're pretty good.
That's a lukewarm answer when you're like, I like chili.
It's not my favorite food.
Really?
Yeah.
On a cold day, it was so delicious.
Yeah, but there's other delicious foods too.
No, that's fair. All right, that's fair. That makes sense.
I'm so sour to deal with. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Well, you have a very aggressive host here today. I got to be calm.
So what was Jason Strudwick, the player, thinking of with 2 games left in the preseason?
I wish they were done.
Same thing, Jason Strudwick, the broadcaster's thinking probably.
Yeah, can I get into a fight tonight, be the second fight, and get kicked out and not play? In all seriousness, like, when you're young, you want to get a lot of touches. You want to play against NHL players and see how fast and what they can do. As you get older, especially towards the end, I'm like, one game, I was good to go. Like, you know what? There was nothing really new I was trying out. I felt good. I was in shape. So it was like one game I could have gone on. I think I got usually maybe 3 or 4. But now it was, it'll be 4 next year. I feel bad for the younger kids because how do a young Reid Wilkins, who's maybe a 5th-round pick, how does he make an impression?
Yeah.
He might not even get a game, not one game, right?
Yeah, they might already decide, you know what, you need to start in the AHL
exactly.
or go back to junior or whatever like that. Yeah. Do you they traded for Ingram today, so he's going to go to the American Hockey League. He's had a tough go. His mom passed away within the last year. He's been in the player assistance program twice. I should mention this if people missed it earlier. You could find an article on NHL.com from January of 2024 where he really details how OCD affected him, and he was very afraid of germs and diseases. So he's been through a lot. So you hope that, first of all, Connor Ingram, the person, is continuing to be in a better place. We've had a lot of discussion. Our chat is always full of Stu Skinner's done. Get rid of him. Other people let's hope he bounces back. To me, this is still a form of internal competition, even if they're not going to be on the same roster to start the season. How do you see it?
Yeah. Well, for Ingram, I really feel badly for someone who has those types of challenges, right? It's a lot because I couldn't imagine trying to be, the best version of myself as far as a hockey player than having all this stuff going on, parallel to that goal of being the best goalie or best defenseman ever in the moment. So I hope that he's able to find a way, I don't know what the right word is, manage it or deal with it or perhaps even, move on from it. And then in comes the player part, and assume he's on top of it all. I think there is a good goalie in there. We've seen him have some good years with Arizona/Utah. So I think that it's exciting to know that if there's an injury at the top level with Skinner or Pickard, you're now bringing up someone who has NHL experience. It can be a little bit scary if there's an injury. Now you've got to call all your friend GMs and say, hey, do you have a goalie? Oh, we do. It'll be a second rounder for him. I'm sorry. A second rounder. So now they have that instant security blanket. It sounded like today Chris Laubach was clear that, the guys in the NHL are the guys in the NHL. But if Ingram, he has nothing to lose in this situation, in my opinion. If he can get his the mental side organized, and he just plays well, and there's an injury, maybe comes up and he starts playing, and who knows what can happen. For Stu, the changing of his body, not that he was out of shape, but just maybe reshaping his body. I expect maybe that helps for quickness, and just maybe fatigue over the course of 60 minutes. So I'm excited for what he can do. And then Pickard, I think we know what he is, at this point and what he brings well-liked in the dressing room. So it's an interesting dynamic. And then I don't think they have to trade for a D-men. Their D-men are as good as the best group they've ever had under Connor McDavid. If the goalies go well or they don't, then you can make that move. And if the goalies go well, now you're looking for a forward probably to trade deadline.
And that's the interesting thing for me. And I've said this, I know people get down on Bush and all this stuff, but I'm like, okay, look at the top 5 D-men.
Crazy.
Kulak's the 5. They've never had this. You're right. Maybe since 2006. They've never had this. Even the last 2 years they went to the final. I agree the goaltending's a question mark, but I don't know in my 11 or 12 years being a talk show host, except the first couple when they stunk.
Right.
But as they've gotten better, I don't know if I've ever gone into a year somewhat asking where some of the goals come from. Because they lost 59 goals from last season. Even Skinner and Arvidsson, who most of us agree were disappointing, combined for 31 goals.
Right.
Can Howard and Savoy combine for 31? Can Pod get up to 15 or 18 again? Mangiapane, is he going to get 15? Is he going to explode for 35 like he did a few years ago? I wonder about the goals. I know that might sound weird on this version of this team, but I think the forward thing is interesting and maybe something they're going to struggle with.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Now, Hyman's out to start the year as well.
Doesn't help.
And he had a bit of a down year, statistically goal-wise last year compared to what we've seen previously. So can he have a bit of a rebound? Mangiapane, what did he have, 14 last year? I think if he got to 20, I'd be thrilled if I was an Oilers fan. I don't believe that both Ike Howard and Savoy will be on the team all year long. And I think, depending on those guys to get 20 is probably a bit premature. I hope that we can say that one year. But Paul Colson, the guy that's really interesting for me, 8 goals last year, did everything right. And it's, how many times did Leon talk about how much he likes playing with them? It's incredible. So, I would hope that he would have worked on that offensive finish and timing over the course of the summer. Maybe even gone to visit Leon and or Connor and worked with them and whatever they do, right? Just understand, because is it crazy to think they can get 15 to 20 goals? I mean, or he can. If he can, not only that'd be good for the Oilers and make that contract look pretty nice if he signed for both sides.
And the wild card in all this is how much does McDavid score? Luke Gazdic, I don't know how well you know Luke, but we love having him. He's on every week during the season. He predicted Connor to get 67 goals.
Yeah. So I did my prediction, and I said 38. So I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And But because you look at his, I believe, what was his number was 60 or something, his highest.
64 he got to, right?
And
3 years ago, I think.
Then he had 241s. So, and last year, what did he have? 28.
Yeah, he doesn't have 64 combined the last 2 years.
So I said 38, and I got it jumped by my buddies Ryan Rashog and Ron Brown. They were like all over me. I'm like, I thought I was being pretty generous. They're like, that's 50, and I hope
Brownie always picks high with.
He's a scorer. He's a scorer. So they're good. They're all over me. But so the challenge I think too for this team is if they do continue to play Connor Leon together, obviously that's a bit less of the talent spread around to play with.
Yes.
I love Nuge and obviously whoever's going to be third line center is good, but if your second line center is Leon, your third is Nuge,
or Frederick,
or Trent, it does change a bit. Well, that's another guy we didn't talk about. Is he a 15-goal scorer on this team this year? He had the one the preseason the other night. So there's just so many question marks. We know the core there, but I think people have a little bit of PTSD last year from maybe how they didn't feel that Arvidsson and Skinner really kind of got their footing. And I think part of that has to be owned by the coaching staff as well.
Well, and you know what I hate? And like Knobloch, it's hard to question a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I do not want Connor and Leon killing penalties. I don't care if it's the last 20 seconds. And again, talking about roles, and Derek Ryan kind of took some shots at Tippett when Tippett was because okay, I play 12 minutes a game. Well, no, I'm not on the PK, so I'm gonna play 10 or 9 because Connor and Leon are going out there again. I'm not a fan of that.
No, so I what you're talking about is 100% right, and then you have to get it so that people feel that they're they have a task, a role on the team, and everyone has to have that. And obviously Connor and Leon can affect so many parts of the game, but they can't be penalty kill and power play and last minute of the game and first minute of the game and overtime. Like someone needs a role because otherwise you're sitting there and like you're the backup to the backup to the backup singer in a lot of ways. So I'm hoping that they do find a way to not only the penalty killing. I think that's a well-made point, but I'd like to see maybe the second power play unit getting more time. And the reason that is that, that second tier of scorers, they need to have some easy touches too on the power play, and they feel good. So, you look around, maybe a guy like, Mangiapane, who's probably not on the first line power play, but for him to feel that offensive confidence, man, if he could score a power play goal in the first 3 games, I'm pretty sure that'd feel good about himself. And let's say he gets a 5-on-5 somewhere in the first 4 games. Now he's got 2 goals in 5 games. You're like, holy geez, this guy's a player, right? Yeah. But if he's not getting that, so. And again, I was never on the offensive side of the puck, but I sure wanted to kill penalties. When I didn't get to kill penalties, I'm like, well, it's a pretty boring night. Your minutes, they've dropped down quite a bit. So finding a role for everyone, and I know it's so hard not to put Connor and Leon out there, but give others a chance.
That second power play unit, I wonder if Wallman could make that a more potent unit too, because of his shot.
Yeah. So would you put 2 D-men then on that?
Okay, you know what I would even try as a wrinkle? You're going to think I'm nuts.
Yeah, well, I already do, so.
See, I don't even react to that anymore. I'm so used to it. You see what the listeners say. Yeah. What if Wallman and Bush were on the first unit and Nuge came off? And Wallman is up high, and Bouchard's one-timing on this side, and Leon's one-timing on this side.
Well, the Oilers have been looking for a right shot one-time guy for a long time, and he's there, but he's been running the power play from the point.
He's been up the top, yeah.
That'd be a pretty radical wrinkle. I don't dislike it. So then your second unit, what would that be?
Well, the Nuge would have to run it, but then then you'd have to put Ekholm or Nurse or both probably on that unit. So that's not as strong, I guess.
I mean, you'd have 2 really good shots coming off the point. Obviously, Wallman and people don't always love those. Now, you always hear Nuge and Leon and Connor talk about how he's the guy who takes the pressure off him on zone entries.
Yes.
So I'm not sure that the Bouchard would be capable of doing that. So I don't think it's going to happen, but I like where your head's at on that. But, if they can get a minute 15 out of the first unit, then put the second unit out there, I think that'd be healthy. Again, brings their minutes down and brings other guys' minutes up. But more importantly, get them their beak wet on the power play.
Yeah, you got to feel empowered to some extent. Like nobody's going to think that they're the best player on the team if they get 2 extra minutes.
No.
You still know who the big horses are, but it's better than being like, geez, okay, so I didn't play the last 3 minutes before the TV timeout. There's a TV timeout. Now I'm not playing until 4 minutes, and like in real time, it's like 15 minutes till you're on the ice.
Oh, it's a long time.
Yeah.
And for some of us further down the line, it felt like years between it. But I'll give you an example. So I played with Mark Crawford in Vancouver, and he did a lot of things that I liked. When we'd get up, a lot of teams would keep putting their good players out there because they're trying to get their beak wet. What he would do is he would run his lower guys out there. So come on, boys, let's get up 4-1, 5-1. Right. And if I didn't have to fight, I'd get to play like every other shift. And he'd sit down the big guys, the top 5, 2D and top 3 forwards, not all the time, but often. And then I'd be out there every other shift, just wheeling and dealing and doing my thing. But man, did I feel good. I came out. I may not have gotten any points. So let's say Todd Bertuzzi had 3 points and I was like +1, but I came out there and felt so good about myself. I couldn't wait to feel the next game. But sometimes what I see, and what I like to see from Knobloch is get away from when you get up by, and it's not that it happens often, but when you do, shut those guys down. Ekholm, Bouchard, the top 3, you're done. And then we're going to run and play the hell out of everybody else.
Yeah. No, Phil, go get one.
Yeah, just get out there and play. Power play. Sorry, you're on the bench. And I like that. I really appreciate that because, and again, you got to see where it's coming from. I'm at the bottom of the lineup, but I think even Wayne Gretzky would talk about, and Mark would talk, everyone has to feel empowered to be a part of this team.
Struts, thanks for stopping by. It's great to be on air with you again. I know you got to go judge Chili.
Big decisions,
big decisions coming up. Give my best to Brownie, eh?
I will. And do you have any Tums? My Tums. I need a bunch of Tums for the Chili contest.
We'll have to find you some Tums.
Yeah, I need a roll.
All right, back in a couple of minutes. Here comes Betty.
The Edmonton Oilers have strengthened their goalie depth, acquiring Connor Ingram from the Utah Mammoth for future considerations. Utah retained $800K on his contract, bringing his cap hit to just over $1.1 million. Ingram will report to Bakersfield after spending time away from the NHL in the player assistance program. The Oilers continue preseason play tonight in Seattle against the Kraken. James Hamblin, Vilhelmi Marjala, and Connor Clattenburg have been recalled to round out the roster. Puck drops goes at 8 o'clock. Elsewhere around the NHL, the New Jersey Devils have locked up Luke Hughes with a 7-year deal worth $9 million per season. The young defenseman recorded 44 points in 71 games last season in his second full campaign. On the waiver wire, Edmonton native Tyson Jost has been claimed by the Nashville Predators after being waived by Carolina. And in baseball, the MLB postseason continues. The Guardians beat the Tigers 6-1 earlier today to force Game 3 tomorrow. The Padres handled the Cubs 3-0 in their matchup. And right now, the Yankees and Red Sox are underway in Game 2 with Boston holding a 1-0 series lead. That game is tied 3-3 in the top of the 6th inning. Final segment of the Reid Wilkins Show coming right up. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
EST Afternoons.
James Nichols from New Jersey Hockey Now. Devils, they signed Luke Hughes to a 7-year deal worth $9 million. I think down the road, this is going to be a hell of a deal for the Devils. It's not the way they're looking at this.
The Devils believe that he is a number one defenseman. To get paid at $9 million as a number one defenseman, whether that's right now or if they just believe he's going to evolve into that, is good business.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi LaValle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileshow.com.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Oh, I did the wrong thing.
No, I already turned. I already turned
us
it
off.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you remember Smithers' computer?
No.
Hi, Smithers. Thank you for turning me on.
Mr. Burns. We are at the Icehouse, downtown in the Ice District. It is indeed the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Well, my voice just changed. Lobster Fest is back at the Canadian Brewhouse Saturday, October 4th at 6 p.m. Enjoy a pound and a half of fresh Atlantic lobster with all the fixings for $49.99. Pair it with a stein of Alexander Keith's. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. We have had a fun show talking some Oilers.
We got one more.
A little bit of Elks.
Now, this is the one
Rodeo.
Dusty, I think this is going to get
What are we trying?
Dusty's vote. This is a Wagyu beef chili.
Yeah, it's delicious. Yeah, it's really good.
Really good.
Yeah. It's always a little disconcerting when I look in the nasty chat and I just see Jasmine has posted LOL. What is she laughing at?
Oh, I don't know.
Do I have mucus running down my face?
Nay.
Oh, this is good.
Isn't it? Is this the best one?
So there were 12 chilies. I've only had 3 of them. How many did you wind up trying?
18.
What? Oh, this is good.
This one's really good.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is delicious. I'm going to just finish it, everybody. Sorry. Talk amongst yourself.
That's not good. Now, Reid, you wanted me to nominate this for episode of the year.
Yeah, why not?
I think it's been fun. I think it's been great.
We've had an awesome show.
It's been a lot of fun guests.
Yeah, we've had Cole, Ashbacker, Saddlebrock Rider. We had Dusty on. We had Struds on.
Miss Rodeo
Jed
Canada.
On. Do we have somebody else? I can't remember.
Miss Rodeo Canada.
Oh, Miss Rodeo Canada was on.
I mean, that's pretty good. And less of me. Right? I mean, that might be the winning formula.
No. that just has some kick to it, though, once I got into it.
Yeah. It is
Yankees, Red Sox 3-3. Been sort of watching that one here. This is a busy place.
Yeah, it's bumped.
Like, we're never out right after work like this, right? Because of our shifts and responsibilities.
Reid, I'm never out like this.
Jay never leaves. So you got to hide the words of the day from me.
It'll be one, and I got to hide it from you.
I'm going to have to do a document here.
So what?
Oilers game is at 8 o'clock tonight in Seattle. Some illness going through the locker room, so they've called up some players from Bakersfield. Friday, 8 o'clock, the preseason finale in Vancouver. That one will be on Sportsnet, and then we wrap it up to the regular season 1 week from today against the Calgary Flames. Our Oil Stream pre- and post-game show, of course, returns. Tom Gazzola hosting it. Benny, are you going to be doing the technical desk for those?
I will be. I will be taking over Hernan's role for Oil pre and post for the rest of this year. So pretty excited.
And I believe Reid is back.
Yep.
For home games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sponsored by the fellow that wanted this live review of the Wagyu. He's laid up on the couch at home, and he said, "I really want to know what that's like."
Oh, nice.
Dave from Ewell.
Our
guy.
Friend of EST.
Big time. And overall, just great dude.
Yeah, incredible dude. So we've been talking a lot about the Connor Ingram trade. Strutty weighed in on that as well, and some other things. You know, and we were talking about this, and he did. You'll have to go back and listen to it later. But this is another thing with my Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl killing penalties. Like, some players are signed for certain jobs. You know, so okay, so you're telling Noah Philp, okay, Noah, you want to make the NHL. We need a right shot centerman. We need you to skate well. We need you to be responsible with the puck, and we're going to need you to kill penalties. Okay. Oh, somebody just took a penalty. Philp's going to jump over the board. No, Leon. I know he's talking about putting the boat later on the PK, but still, if I'm a penalty killer, I want to be in the rhythm of killing the whole thing. You know, on for 20, 25 seconds, jump off, jump back on. Like I want to finish the job. I want to do the job.
I see. I don't really get into the feelings of a player and say, "Oh, I deserve that shot. I deserve that because that's my role." If you're in that position and it turns out to be what's best for the team, and Connor and Leon killing penalties I don't think it is. You know that. I've been quite straightforward about that. But if they feel that, then I think they'd be happy to have the players that are best suited for that role. Now, if they're not getting the job done, back to plan A.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right?
Yeah. But and again, who knows how he's going to handle it once the season starts? I mean,
well,
he talked about that in the preseason, and maybe that's his plan. And then maybe the season's going to start. And he's four games in. I'll be like, yeah, Coach Connor Leonard. He's like, oh yeah, I never was going to do that. Yeah. You never know.
Well, it would be diabolical if he didn't have Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Trent Frederick on the top line.
That would be that would be extremely surprising. Of course, whenever you text us at 780-218-9999, you are using the afternoon inbox powered by River Cree Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks, available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. All right, words of the day on location at the Icehouse. What do you have for me?
Word of the day.
We're just doing it today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
I gotta say. We're talking over Samuel Jackson.
Say what again? I dare you.
Yeah, we just do one. That's fine.
English, do you speak it?
Who's packing all this stuff up?
You and I.
Oh, we are. Oh, okay. We don't have people for that. We texted Wannock to come put it away. Do you think he's watching the Yankees game?
Yes. 100%. The word of the day is preternatural. Preternatural.
Preternatural. Preternatural. Ding, 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 ding. And I believe this means that you have a strong affinity or an ability to do something. Like you're kind of predisposed to be good at something. I think.
Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you.
Yes. The definition is preternatural is a formal adjective used to describe things that are very unusual in a way that does not seem natural. For example, he has a preternatural knack for imitating bird calls.
Right. Yeah, that's. So I didn't describe it perfectly, but I was.
I was close. In that instance, just being close gets you over the line.
Right. By the way, we're over 100 thumbs on YouTube, so thank you for clicking away at that. 105 thumbs. We try to get at least 100 every show. You can still click in. Apparently, there are girls dancing behind us. I don't know what's going on. There are probably some fun background observations for people watching on YouTube today as we're in the ice. Is there another word or just want to go one today?
Yeah,
I'm fine either way.
I'll give you the second one.
Sure.
Let's see. Doohickey. Doohickey.
Doohickey?
Doohickey.
Doohickey. A doohickey is a thingamajig.
Oh my gosh! It actually is a gadget, a dingus, or a thingamajig.
Yeah, it's an object that isn't defined, or you'd be like, "Can you pass me that doohickey for under the sink?"
Right.
And you know what I mean.
Yes.
And I know you know what I mean, and you're going to get me the little thing.
Yes.
But we don't know what it's called.
Correct.
Is it a screw? Is it a washer? Is it a stopper? Is it a valve? I don't know.
It's a doohickey.
It's the doohickey. Well, I had a good day. I should come do words of the day at the bar more often.
I think you should, and maybe just because
we should just maybe come more often.
Because you're at the CFR, I think that is why you went 4 for 4, and I think that's why this will be nominated for Show of the Year.
I'm highly motivated. I think this should be up for Episode of the Year. I think we should get the rest of the week off.
Well, that might be a little too much of an answer.
Is Dustin still here?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he's got to be a judge because I think they're announcing it pretty soon.
Oh, really?
I think Struts thought it was around 6 that they're going to announce the winners.
I wonder what they win as a trophy. A doohickey of some sort?
Yeah, you win you big a win.
Well, we had the trophy here
a big
earlier.
chili pot.
It is quite the trophy.
You win like a witch's cauldron to make your chili in.
They would like that.
I'm boiling up some chili, my pretties. Would you like some chili oil? Jason Milne?
Actually, I'm going to go.
Oh, I think you'll find that door doesn't work, Jason. Have some chili.
Oh, my goodness. Why are we even here?
I don't know.
All right. Oilers play at 8 tonight. I'm going to watch the game on Oilers Plus. Should be home in time. If we got to tear this down, you always have to tell me what to do. Big thanks to Ben Thompson at the technical desk back at the EST Global HQ. He's Jay Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. Have a great evening.